Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. I need to breathe, get me up and out of the sheets, onto my feet. Another cup of coffee and me, that's what I need. My eyes puffy, I can't see. I'm too tired to function, but too lost to sleep. Ay, I think I need to be on something medication. I think I need to figure out the segregation. I think I needed just a better education to understand a world that's so complicated. Intoxicated, every night faded, just so I can sleep thinking that it's hated. I feel hated, I feel hatred. I'm lost deep in my mind that I've created. I have dreams where my life is devastated. Feel so real that I wake up shaking. Need thicker skin cause this life is no haven. Nod your head if you get what I'm saying. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. I don't really think I understand this world now. Got my head spinning round in a circle. Everybody lacks what they need internal, so they compensate with everything external. Not trying to throw shade, no way. I'm just trying to find the meaning of life, hey. There's happiness if you try to live the right way. Forget about what others have and live your life, hey. Be aware of who you are, what you're good at. Take a step forward, see where your foot's at. Stand tall, stand proud, talk loud. Every word out your mouth has purpose now. You just gotta get rid of the bad thoughts. Hating others cause you know that they got a lot. Forget that though, you got plenty, you're alive in this life. You got time, go get it. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light.
Hey, everybody. Guess who's back? Back again. I have a great co-host with me, and who do I have with me this evening?
Me.
Me,
Me.
JPH1.
That's right.
The one and only, the
PhD.
special.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's double
No.
trouble, say what he
Right.
says. Hey guys, so just take time to recognize everyone in the chat. Thank you for coming. I try to really start on time. So I do see Zaza and Clouds and Angie and Debbie and Monique and Mona. And I see a lot of people in here today. Tracy, and do you see anyone I'm missing? Elaine, Amy's
No.
here, Mona.
Yeah, Betty is in here too.
Hey
Hello.
guys, hey Lainey.
Jaja is in. Hello.
Say what too.
Ida is in here. Yeah. Hi, Chandra. No, I think we mentioned everybody, you and me together. Yep.
Betty
Yep.
Boo. All
And,
right.
and of course, the mods, right? Hello, Debbie. Hello, girl. Marilyn. Hello. So.
Yeah, we always appreciate our mods. They're right on top of everybody. Jacqueline is a mod too, so she's playing two roles here.
I know. Hello,
You're such a very important person.
I know. Hello, Christina. Yes, I am. Can I just take the opportunity quick to say something?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to say thank you to all my viewers. I reached for my little channel a little milestone. I reached a little bit above 100,000 views for my channel, and I want. Yep. Thank you. I just want to say. I know, right? I mean, it's for my 700 something channel. It's really great. I'm really happy, and I want to thank everybody. Hi, Shopper Girl. And New England. I really want to say thank you to everybody who is watching it, and who's participating. Thank you, guys.
It's special. That's really good.
Yeah, it is. Actually, it is, and I'm right. I guess I'm, like with the views, I'm right. I mean, it's yeah.
I mean, mine's not. Yeah, we're not far off.
Yeah, we are.
Well, I mean, I started before you, so if I would have started at the same time, we would have been about the same. You know what I mean?
I know, but it's still, I mean, it's, I don't know, I got this notification a little bit ago, and I forgot always to thank you guys, because you guys are making it possible that, that we have the views, and that, even that there is somebody even want to listen to us. And I really appreciate it. 100,000 views. Dang,
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
see that
yeah.
coming, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm sorry that you're sick. You take care of yourself, Sharpa girl.
Oh, I'm sorry, shopper girl. Get better, okay?
Mm,
Oh, strep. Oh my gosh, girl. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Yeah. Thank you, New England. Thank you, Jaja. I really appreciate it, guys.
it's
I really,
exciting.
really,
I'm happy for you.
I'm happy too. I never thought that would be even possible with that little channel of mine. I never thought that would happen, but it happened, and I'm happy. Hi, Finny. So, and hi, Lee. I'm really, yeah, I'm humbled.
Wow. Mhm.
Yes.
I think it's awesome. I just think it's fantastic.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know how many you have. You must have like double, at least double the views than I have, right? So, I
Well,
mean,
hold on.
imagine. I mean,
Hold on.
imagine. That you can reach 100,000 views. I mean, that's fantastic. Like I said, I'm kind of shocked. I
Yeah, I have. I you. I'll be shouting myself out maybe next week.
Ooh, is it the big two?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. See, that's what I thought. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, with the amount of viewers, of course, and with the amount of subs, but yeah, I was really humbled. So I really, really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
It's awesome work. I think it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. So
Hey,
that was it.
Penny.
And I also, well, I'm gonna say this maybe at the end of this live. I want to say
Okay.
something there too, because that's it's not as like a like a happy thing as it is, but it is more something else, and I want to just address this.
Oh, that's not a
Okay?
problem.
Yeah.
Pam was going to be out tonight. She was very busy. I don't know if she's going to make it on at some point or not, but if she shows up, she's more than welcome.
She
What I'm
better.
doing tonight, excuse me.
She better.
What I'm doing tonight is I thought it would be interesting on the last live that Finny covered to go through her comments, because many people were texting, emailing me, letting me know, oh, check Jerry's comments. And I do have to admit, I don't usually check any of their comments. Um,
What?
and the reason being, I really have a full life. I have a hard time getting to a lot of mine, which I feel guilty about. So I don't worry about them so much. You know what I mean? Because I know someone else is going to bring it to me anyways.
Yeah.
Does that make
Well,
sense?
I have my informants, and I mean, girls, I don't name you right now because I don't know if I should,
No.
and if I'm okay with. I will not. I will not. But I have people who are, like giving me the insight, giving me everything what I need to know, and I have the screenshots. I have everything. So, do I actively also look at the comments? Yes, I do. But since I'm blocked, I cannot see the answers. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's really helpful when I have my friends looking at the stuff for me, and it helps a lot. And boy, I was reading them, guys. I got the screenshots. Pam,
Hello.
I got the
Hello.
screenshots, and guys, let me tell you, holy moly! Okay, I was shocked when I saw it. I couldn't believe it, that somebody can talk like this to the people who are watching her, to the people who are giving her the views. So
Mhm.
yeah, imagine that.
Everyone has, hold on. Okay. I got to make me fit in a little bit. Give me 1 second.
And yes, Monique, I just wanted to tell you, you're right. Pam rocks.
Thank you.
I hope you've had a Red Bull this evening.
No, I'm
Oh,
in pain, but no, I'm here.
okay.
I have a Red Bull.
You do. I had one earlier though, so it should be lasting.
Good.
Well, the thing is, I did not know somebody put the Red Bull at the door for my fridge, and I normally have it always like in a little tray, so I didn't even see it. I didn't even pay attention.
They
So
were hiding it.
it was there the whole time. So yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We'll get it brought up.
mhm.
And Pam,
Uh,
Jacqueline, since she's a little older,
oh,
I'm joking.
is she? Oh, okay.
No, I'm older than her.
No. The
She
thing is, I have problem. No, I have problem. I have no shame in that.
she
to
doesn't
say
have
it.
any reading glasses with her, so
Not
Oh,
only the reading
okay.
glasses, but I have problems. I have problems with my eyes. Okay.
right.
So
Okay.
if it's big, that's fine. But if not, then
What we're reading comments, right? No.
Yeah,
Right. We're
Okay.
just reading comments. A lot of our great subscribers who were Jerry Ann subscribers
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
left comments, and Jerry Ann actually did respond to quite a few, which it's been the first time in a long time, I think.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is, I saw them because somebody sent them to me, right? And
Mhm.
I was in shock. I was in shock how people are being talked to.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Dylan informed me about them, and then I went over there and did the screenshots.
Mhm.
Right.
I'm not. I'm not surprised one bit.
Well, you know how
Because
it was?
her britches are getting too big for her right now. She thinks that these peon people that support her by watching her channel are nothing. She has her circle of trust, and she's going to believe whatever these people tell her, and she thinks that the subscribers are nothing. They're nothing.
Yes,
She
you
owes
The
them
subscribers are
nothing.
everything. I don't
Exactly,
get it.
they are. They
and you
make
know
your
what?
channel, they break your channel.
Exactly. And I mean, where is the big deal if you just be in a comment nice or just like it then,
But why
instead
doesn't
of,
she needs to pretend that she's the Jerry Ann from years ago?
but it seems like she thinks she's untouchable. And that is for me the part where I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I'm
Right.
shocked. I'm really shocked.
Okay.
Sorry, it didn't start
I'm
at the
not.
beginning.
That's
Hold on. Okay.
So, and I
So
also,
you can see this.
I can see it.
I just want to say quick that people were writing me actually, and I think also Pam, because they thought that we are giving this up. No, we're not giving this up.
No,
We're
we're
just
not. We're
doing
not
for
going
the good
anywhere.
stuff, for the goods. That's
It's
really what
just
we're going for.
okay. They do a video maybe once a week, maybe 2 times a week, and we have to go off of them. So, I mean, we have channels. We want to do other things other than just the Hensons more than
Right.
just once a week. So
Right.
we just want to give you a little more stuff.
But that's actually for all of us, though, right? I
Mhm.
mean, this is like for Diane, for me, and for you. That's
Yeah.
we all want to kind of like drifting
Yeah.
away and moving on.
What
Yeah.
someone suggested the Mills family.
Uh-huh.
Tom, I think it's Tom Mills. I started watching it, and then I found another millennia something Mills, who I
Mm.
believe is a child or something. And I was just getting into it. I'm like, this is going to be a good one. This is
Mhm.
going to be a good one. And there was
Okay.
another one too. I have it written down.
I
I
think
promise.
somebody wrote under your comments, Pink Fairy. I think,
Pink
I think,
Oh.
Fairy and Miss Kimmy Cope.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna
I
let these smaller ones. I'm gonna go ahead and let Jacqueline read
Oh,
because
okay.
only because
I
they're
don't.
smaller. Like it's you know what I mean. It's larger
Yeah.
for
Yes,
her.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't see the comments on your channel, so I do apologize. So I can't see them because I don't have my phone with me. So
What?
the comments, everybody chatting, I can't see the chat. So I'm sorry.
Oh, are
Are
you
you
not?
on YouTube? Oh, you're not on YouTube. You can't see the side chat with the in the
Mm-mm,
StreamYard.
no,
Jacqueline, can you?
I can see the side chat, but I'm on my
Yeah.
Chrome.
I don't
Yeah.
see it.
What?
No.
Well, why don't you click out and come back in? Maybe that has something to do with that. Do you see the private chat?
Hold on. Well, I see the comments. Okay, I see the comments now. Okay,
Okay.
I see them.
Okay. Because you're good at calling them out, and you can like if I miss something, because you know how when you're sharing your screen,
Mhm.
I can miss things, and you can let me know that there's a good comment, or you or Jacqueline let me know to stop and talk or whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Amy says, "Do you think the circle of trust are all on her side and friends with her?" I
They're. My opinion,
I can't
and
answer that.
this
I
is
have
my
no
personal
clue.
this is my personal opinion. I don't think that they're actually friends, but I think it's just her way of watching what her husband's doing. That's why she joined the group. And I
Mm.
don't know if they like her or not. I don't know. You'll have to ask them. But personally, whatever floats their boat, they all want to hang out together.
And I think Amy is right.
Hmm.
Pretending.
Yeah.
It's pretending. Yeah, I think you nailed it. You nailed it, Amy. Yes, that's
I
how
was
I see
just
it.
wondering why, with all the apologies and stuff that they did, why they've never done a video together, like with James and Jerry with them. You know, like, oops,
Yeah, I don't understand that.
right? Sorry, my husband.
Oh, I missed him. I didn't hear it.
That's okay.
Sorry.
He's just cursing.
No, but and you know what? At the end, I really don't care. I mean, we're doing our thing. I mean,
Well,
we'll as
Finny
long.
knows him. Finny knows him best. I mean, for at least a couple of years, I think. And she
Yeah,
said no, they are using the Hensons for their benefit.
that sounds legit. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the thing is that you are first on this side and then you go to the other side. I don't know what the
No
benefit is for
comment
this,
on my
but
comment.
on what?
I just see New England's no comment on my comment. I'm not sure if I missed something because I am sharing the screen, so I'm trying to keep up with both.
Or maybe
But
she means
Maybe
maybe New
she
England
means,
means
yeah,
a
we're
comment left over at Jerry Ann's. I wouldn't
right.
be
oh,
surprised if you would be just overlooked New England. I mean,
hmm.
yeah, I'm not surprised because maybe your question was just going too deep and it was just really hurting, and she doesn't want to answer this one. That's what I think, you know.
Vicky says, I personally think the Circle of Trust are trying to get something on the Hensons.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
uh,
you know,
is it really getting so deep? I mean, it could be. I don't know. I don't know, but I
I think
just
I'm just thinking it's done and over with, to be honest with you.
yeah,
I
me too.
whatever it is, it's getting old, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
I think they're done. I think,
I'm
you know what
getting
I
older
mean?
as we speak. So I
Well,
mean,
it's like you go your own separate ways. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a life choice. Like, I don't get it.
well,
yeah.
but is it not anybody else's choice to say like no? I moved on. I'm doing no other things since you moved over there, which I would have never done. Right?
Hmm.
You found your corner. I find my corner, and I'm really comfortable with the corner and with literally with our people here on our side.
Right. Yeah.
But
Right.
to harass and not letting it go and keep on going. I just don't understand why that is. There is for me it's borderline creepy. Okay.
Right.
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 Yeah, it is.
Tasha's
And
just letting everyone know that she wants to let everyone know I'm going to be getting some things done around the house before my bedtime, so I'll be in and out of the chat. And then Angie says she is blocked on their channel. She cannot comment. Finny
mm,
agrees with Amy to see if they can get the inside scoop and piss us off. It ain't working.
It
I really
doesn't
don't
work.
care.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
Yeah. Who
and you
who
know
wants
what?
to be friends with them?
Yeah, and even seriously, for the price to be friends with them, I
Hmm.
wouldn't do it. I mean, I really wouldn't do it because everything there is out there that needs to be talked about, we can talk about this right here. I mean, us and 123 people right now in the chat, we can talk about this, what we're seeing and what we know. We don't need to be friends with these people. I don't want to be friends with those people. That's what I know. So, but just like I said, we just wanted to leave the group. That's my favorite hashtag. We just wanted to leave. I don't
O-
know. I don't get it.
Okay. I just want to say something. Stefano's making the food for the dogs, so he has
Mhm.
this stupid grinder going. So I'm gonna be muted because it's really loud. Can you hear that?
No,
Yeah.
No,
No, you
no.
can't. Okay.
Mm-mm.
no.
Chat. Let me know if you can hear it because it's super loud. So
Zaza
okay,
said if
as long
Jerry
as it's
really
not
has a
loud. Oh,
If
sorry.
Jerry really has a circle of trust, she probably has an ulterior motive for that, in my honest opinion. I don't even believe her. Well,
Well,
I kind of think it's more so Jim
yeah,
has a circle of
Jim.
trust, really.
Yeah,
That's what
Yeah.
I think.
it's
Yes.
Jim's circle of trust, his crew, and And Jerry Ann's only there to keep an eye on her man.
Yeah. So and I get what Jaja is saying, but I think it's mainly from his side because he likes to belong to a group. He likes to belong somewhere. He likes to be important, which he is certainly not in our group. And like I said, after what he said to a woman, I wouldn't like to be friends with a guy like that. That's why he was thrown out of the group, because we didn't want him anymore in there, because what he said to one of us was it's just to the point there is no return anymore for it. And to do sexual acts on a diseased dog. I mean, who says something like this? No, get out of here. I don't want you in this group. I don't want to be your friend. I don't have nothing to say to you. Whatever you want to do it with other people, but don't do it with us. We don't need to be your friend. Even as a reaction channel, we don't need to be friends.
Well, no, and I really did try to be welcoming. I really did try to see his point, knowing I've seen what he's been going through for years. It's obvious. We all seen it. We've watched him be her legs for how many years, right? So I kind of did have that, like, you know what I mean? It's not fair. It's not right. And then when she spoke up about, I wish a couple times a month he'd treat me like I had cancer, and then social retardation, and just all the things that she has said and belittled him. I did have like a soft spot, like, wow, she is not only doing that. If she does that, you know what I mean, in front of the camera, imagine what she is like when the camera's not on, because Jim even said she's a whole different person when that camera's not on.
Yeah. And, but these are all their words. These are their words. Hi, Dylan. But see, what was it with me was I thought really I would like to give him a chance after he was hospitalized, right? But do we really know he was hospitalized? Do we really know that he was really in the hospital? Did we ever see anything? But does he have the right of privacy? Yes. Do I believe that he maybe was? Of course. I mean, I'm not here to doubt everything they're saying. I really don't. But the point is the way how he talks, the way how he behaves towards women, it gives me a bitter aftertaste. And it's literally for me like, no, I don't want you in my group. No, I don't want to be your friend. And no, I don't want you around the people in my chat. I do not want you in there. And I'm sticking with it no matter what. And if the others now want to be around him, to plan the big coup d'etat, I have no idea. I really don't care, because at the end, they're going to dig their own graves with whatever they're saying. Okay. They are their worst enemies. It's not even us. They are their worst enemies. And us digging a little bit deeper is just us being closer to the truth. And we all see it, what the truth is. So I don't know.
Sorry, Brenda. I did shoot a message to Dylan to let her know.
Yeah, but I messed up too. I could have, I'm sorry, guys. I could have sent you guys a message too, and I totally forgot. Sorry. I could have done the same thing. I will better myself. I promise, Brenda. I promise.
And even when I really don't let, you know what I mean, I don't announce it or anything. Like, I mean, we have 132 people right now, and my mods are right here with me. So those are the true blues, you know what I mean? And they're in blue.
No, but like I said, I mean, I have no hard feelings to anybody who wants to be friends with him. I don't know. I don't care. But at the end, just don't try to be two-faced with certain things. You know what I mean? Just whenever you're friends, then be his friend, but don't pretend you're my friend. It's not going to work like this. It's not.
Yeah. We're not asking anybody to pick sides here. That's the thing that I've stressed a lot. We've never asked. We only wanted to get out of a certain group and still do reactions to the Hensons. We had no ulterior motives. We don't want to be friends with the Hensons. I mean, there's no being friends with them. You can't. You really can't, because they don't like what you have to say. So we're just telling the truth. We're watching their videos, and we're just reacting to them. There's nothing, no mysterious thing going on here.
And the others, just leave us alone. Just leave us alone. Just leave us alone. It's just that simple. you know, and you don't have to come with any kind of slurs. You don't have to come up with any kind, you know, that you shame somebody because somebody speaks with an accent, or, you know, that
Right.
somebody from another
Yeah.
country. I mean, I saw it. I mean, you got your 2 seconds. That was great. You know, calling, what did you call me? Whoever.
Amy,
What,
can you? Sorry, Amy,
hmm?
can you see anybody else in the chat? Because Finny is in the chat. You just have to hit the button live chat.
The live chat. It's
Yeah.
not appearing on
Okay.
my end though.
Oh,
Mine
okay.
says chat filter top messages. Let me
Uh-huh.
see if I change it. Oh, there we go. All messages. Hit
All
all messages
messages.
with the
Yeah.
little. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And me calling yesterday, what was that,
Sorry.
sauerkraut? What was that,
Yeah.
sauerkraut?
I mean, there was a
Yeah,
message
that
that was
was.
held on my end,
Mm-hmm.
and I decided to share it with Jacqueline to let her know,
Mhm.
because Jacqueline, as we know, she's German. She's not just German, but she's from Germany and such.
Mhm.
And they referred to her, well, they referred to sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Like, that's racist. Whether you believe it or not, to
That
refer to
is
someone German as sauerkraut, that is racist.
that
But
is
you
a
know what?
racist term.
You know what the thing is? You know what really the thing is? At the end, I don't even care, because I know where it comes from. These are the same people they used from this one show. What was that? That neo-Nazi on there?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh, yes, Hogan's Hero.
Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan's
Yeah,
Heroes.
Hogan's
Sergeant
They
Heroes.
used
Schultz.
that picture. I mean, come on, guys. Where are we living here? Most likely, you are coming, or your ancestors coming from Germany. So you wanna call me names. It makes you feel better in your poor existence. Really, it does. Look, whatever you want to write about me, it's fine. It's fine, guys. It's absolutely fine. All my comments are held under review, and the ones I have all my I have certain words I don't even look at anymore. They're
Mm-hmm.
being reported right away. So you guys just go for it. I don't care. I don't care. But you know what? They're going to be reported. You just keep on going. You just keep on
Right.
going. I
You
don't
know,
care. And
w- w-
all the people I'm here together with, they know this, who have their own channels, and they're holding it too. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do about it? You
you
know?
know, just when the comments that when the CPS workers seen half breed, when
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they seen, are you jealous because your granddaughter's not white?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think
Well,
that is not racism or racist? And do you think that in this time and age that you should be posting stuff like that? Like, I'm not sure.
can you imagine to wake up like this and hate people because of the from where they come from,
Mm-hmm.
or or their skin color, or who they love? I
Yeah.
mean, what's wrong with people? It's 2023. You better get the hell up, and you better, like, think about this twice what you're saying, because that can catch up with you. Okay?
Right.
I'm just saying. So whatever your problem is, and yes, Betty, there are people like this out there. And you know what? And I have a good feeling who it is. However, these people will be reported. And yeah, they have several accounts. We know this now. But you know what? It's all good, because you know what? One after the other will be deleted and will be reported by
Well,
us.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You
it's
know?
not just deleted.
Yeah,
No.
and it's a fake name. It's a
It's a
fake
fake
name,
name. Of
and
course, nobody has the gut to say this in my name. And you know what? Like I said, I would have more respect for you if you would do it. But, to come with a stupid gif from some stupid American show portraying German soldiers, whatever. You know what? You're not hurting me with this. And you know what? You don't know where I even come from. You don't know, what parts of Germany I'm from, even if I'm full German or if I'm a mix between things. Nobody knows. It's private.
mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, Finney says, you have to look at the source. She's a very bitter person in general.
yes, ma'am.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
let her, she could be whoever she wants to be on her channel. She could do whatever she wants to do. I'm not going there. She could just stay away from me. The
Yeah,
others can stay away from me and we'll be good.
yeah.
There's too much. I mean, you look how many channels are on YouTube. Are you kidding me? There shouldn't be
Yeah.
this type of stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
and you know what? And everybody who is friends or is associated with us, you guys need to think, if they can do this with somebody who just wanted to leave a group, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then imagine what they're going to do with you eventually.
Right.
I'm just saying it. You
Hi,
know,
pickleball. Yeah.
I, well,
It's
You know what I mean? And thank you, Anne Marie. It is really disgusting, but you know what? That's how people are. They think with slurs like that they get away with it. You
Yeah.
maybe are for a while, but eventually it will pick up with you. And us talking about this right now doesn't look that great. So, and I bet after this we will have some other comments. But you know what? It never makes the day of the light because we're talking about this.
Well,
That's
I just love how like they keep going. Like now, we haven't heard from a few of our famous fake names, so they go over to the channels and they try to drudge up all kinds of drama. You haven't done a video in a while. Why not? Like, come on now. We don't.
Mhm.
This is not adulting. I mean, all because we're doing videos on the Hensons, you're going to do stuff like this. That doesn't even make sense. They're just miserable, miserable old bats. That's what they are. They're miserable old bats.
Yeah.
They really are.
And what it's not even a bad thing to say this because we're all kind of sort of close to that age group, but they're
Yeah.
just miserable old dads. We're just
They are
happy.
miserable. They're just miserable.
But
Like I said, I've got a busy life. I don't keep my phone in my hand all the time. I've showed people where I've decreased my time with my phone in my hand, trying to pull away from the electronics, just
Mhm.
so I want to be that influence on my grandchildren that see, hey, you know what I mean? Put the phone down. You talk,
Right.
you play, you do things. So
Mhm.
it is
It's
what
just sad that people are stooping down to this. You know what I mean? It's sad, and I just wanted to bring this up. But then on the other hand, I want to thank all the others who give me the views, including those people. They even give me views too. So yay, 100,000 views.
Mhm.
say the same
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
All right,
And
well, let's start this video. Jacqueline, this is
yeah.
something you can read.
Yes, it says Tanny. I don't know. I don't know if I should say the name, but it's public actually.
It's
Is
public, it's
mom
out there.
right? Is mom's house paid for? Jarian says no. We refinanced just under 2 years ago. Now let me ask you something about this with the refinancing just under 2 years ago, right?
Mhm.
Because didn't she say before that they refinanced the house also when they had the roof done?
Yes. He said they had to refinance for the roof and for the gutters.
Mm.
Right.
So I don't know. I forgot what the other one was for.
Hi, Sailor.
Is this really? She really answered this?
Okay, so Tanny said, I have you lined up your chemo, radiation, immune therapy treatments in Colorado. Jerry Ann says, no, not yet. I have switched my insurance over first, but that being said, I'm going to start oral chemotherapy so I could take it with,
With
and
me.
it
With me.
doesn't,
With
No,
me.
with me.
with
Mhm.
me. Oh, there it is down there.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
yeah. Yeah.
It's because
Mhm.
I have the pause up. All
Mhm.
right.
Yep, yep, yep.
With me.
Well, she
Mhm.
means with her when she goes
No,
to,
but
to
let me let
Colorado.
me ask, let me ask you something, Pam. And I mean,
Mm,
you are. I mean, you know more about healthcare than I do.
mm,
So when you go from one state to another, right? Let's say I go now from Georgia to wherever, right?
mhm.
To another state, to
Mhm.
Colorado. Let's say it like that. Is that a normal case that I start somewhere, my chemo, and then I move and finish it there? Is that even
I
allowed?
mean, she could like what she could be on her just to get her through until she starts a new treatment plan. Who
Right.
knows if that doctor's going to give her the same treatment plan? They could give her a different one, you know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
so far it's not working. But I'm sure she's going to leave out the part where, oh, I stopped it for almost a year. You know,
Mm.
Wow.
Right.
I mean,
you know.
because I have some information from a certain viewer of us,
Mhm,
one of our girls, okay,
mhm,
one of our staples, who wrote me certain things which I want to actually kind of talk about the next time when we come together because it has something to do with the healthcare
mhm.
and especially what he is thinking he's going to get. And I mean, I'm kind of blown away by the questions and that she's even answering them, some of them,
Well,
you know?
she's
Right.
only answering this one Tanny, so like I
No,
don't know
no,
what.
there's more.
Oh,
Oh,
is
No,
there's
there?
more.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
this one seems to be
Yep.
popular, huh?
yeah.
So, do
Mhm.
you want me to read this one? I'll read
Yep,
this
go
one.
ahead.
Same woman. Where are the low property taxes? I want to move there. And Jerry Ann says, here, very low property taxes. Then why
So
would you leave?
why
Why
would
are
you
you
have thought of
moving?
moving?
Why would you leave?
Does that make sense at all?
You
Mm-mm.
know, let me tell you,
She doesn't want to move is what it is.
Hmm.
well, she doesn't. But I
Right.
think she is so tied up with her lies. She,
Hmm.
I know she's putting herself like in a corner that she maybe
Yeah.
has to, because who will else take care of her?
Well, that's what we said last night.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even understand. Where
Oh,
does it
that's a
come from?
good one.
What is that?
This one is Mabel Levy, and it says Jerry, Sally, and Jim said they want to sell the house. Accept it and move on. It is Sally's house, and she made a decision by listing it. Show her respect by accepting her decision.
Correct.
Jerry Ann. Yeah.
Oh,
Jerry Ann says she actually cannot afford that right now. The amount the agent suggested she'd settle for will make her upside down, and we'll have to pay more out of pocket for closing costs and such. Get it again. We'll.
so
I don't.
I don't
Wait.
understand why they would have to pay closing. Doesn't the buyer pay
Usually
the
the
closing?
buyer does, but you know what I mean? That could
Or
be in a
does she
contract.
mean like the taxes that are still left on the property that they haven't paid, or
Well,
the
closing can be negotiated.
right? It
Right,
could be.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can be negotiated. And
Yeah.
Right.
when we purchased the house, we said no, we're not going to do it. And it depends. If you can play that, it's kind of like a game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I'm just wondering, how is that even possible if she cannot afford it? Then how can she afford a second mortgage like they wanted her to have?
Mm-hmm.
How? uh, What?
Right.
Hey, Vicky, I'm Dutch too. Isn't
Mm-hmm.
that funny?
Right.
Yeah,
You
that
never
is
know.
amazing. Yeah, that is really amazing because I'm Dutch too. Yep.
So then Nellie Hagen respond, don't forget about those taxes on the sale of Sally's house too.
Yep.
Scratch my head. Nowadays they have skyrocketed. People forget about the important things.
Mm.
So Nellie had to add her 2 cents into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
When
There is,
Jerry Ann's
I have something add to this. I actually read somebody else who was talking about Nellie and that she's really getting kind of aggressive,
Mm.
like compared to the past how she was, right?
Mhm.
Do you guys even think that this is the Nellie?
Mhm.
Because
Well, it matches up to what I've found on her.
yes,
Right.
yes, it does. However, doesn't she sound not a little bit more aggressive than she did before?
Right.
Yeah.
She sounds like an attack dog because she is here and there. She is, like picking up things and she is just attacking, attacking,
Uh-huh.
attacking. And I saw it with a lot of comments from our people when they just leave a regular comment, which is not rude, nothing. It's just a
Mhm.
comment or just, a question. She's attacking. Oh, you must be one of them. Why don't you go over there? Stuff like that.
Right.
Unnecessary, you know?
I'll read
Yep.
this one. I'll read this one.
Okay.
The realtor refrained from taking pictures of messy areas, the tapestries, crystals, and potions that were being can they were being considerate. I think that's what they meant. That
Yep.
way being
Mhm.
considerate. You said you watched decorating shows like Trading Places, etc. Those shows have been off the air for 15 years. You don't stage a room, you stage the whole house
Wow.
needs staged. Move things and storage unit, clean up inside and outside. From my understanding, you've never personally owned your own home, so please take the advice from others that have. Honey, the craft room and Jim's office need to be packed up. All you need is a desk and a chair. Buyers want to see the floors, walls, cabinets, corners to check for mold. Little things like worn welcome mats, holes in screens, scratches on the walls, etc. means there are probably bigger things that need repaired. Please listen to your viewers. Well, I mean,
Right.
that's good advice.
She takes everything as a criticism when some people they've sold homes, they kind of
Mhm.
know what's going on, so they're letting her know, but she's taking it as criticism because I think she either wants to stay there with Cece and she just doesn't want to leave that house at all.
Well, like we said yesterday with Finny, that she's backed herself into such a corner with all this stuff going on. Like
Right.
these were kind of, mm, I mean, she should have not promised as much as she did, because now he really wants to move, and she's backed into a corner. Mom's selling the house, and that's it. They want to move now, so you can't change their minds now. So, hmm hmm okay.
And Jacqueline, can you do that one?
Oh, sorry. I was reading the comments. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you can go
Okay.
ahead.
I never mentioned trading spaces, but actually had a reboot 4 to 5 years ago. That being said, we are trying. This is at Pearl Cottage. I mean, I'm wondering who this is. Jerry Ann Vlog. So sorry that was in Jim's movie, but the reboot is the old shows. People don't decorate like those shows. Perhaps watch Lone Fox. He's good. He's here on YouTube. And new decorators these days. Lone Fox Home has over 1 million followers. Amazing for a young man. He is really good. I don't know if has anybody watched him. He redecorates a lot. He redecorates for friends. He shows you how he goes to Goodwill and redecorates from Goodwill. He does redecorating on a budget. It's really fun to watch him. I like him.
Right. Right.
But it's modern, you know what I mean? This is what the person's saying. That those shows were even 4 or 5 years ago, things have changed, Not
Oh,
everybody
right.
likes the farmhouse black and white anymore. So
Right. Right. With her
I mean,
red as well.
Jacqueline, are you there? Oh, hold on. She says she'll be back in a few. Okay.
Okay. Let's
Okay.
see. I'll get the next one.
Who do
Give
you
me
think
one
that Pearl
second.
Cottage is? Does anybody have an idea
Pearl
who this?
Cottage has been in our chats.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed them.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Pearl
Well,
says at Jerry Ann, so sorry that was in Jim's movie, but the reboot is the old shows. People don't decorate like those shows. Perhaps watch Lone Fox or EXO. Is this the same one?
yeah, that's the same one.
Okay.
She
Sorry.
responds under.
Okay.
Yeah. It says she's responding to Pearl Cottage, and she says, "I do love them both. Oh, for sure. I'm trying to get the bare minimum, but nothing. I think nothing looks cold and
That's her
unlivable."
opinion. That is her opinion, right?
Well, what happens when you go into a house and there's absolutely nothing in there? Does it look cold
Right.
and bare to you? I mean, no, you think about the possibilities of what you're going to do,
Right. It doesn't look that way to me when I go
right?
into an empty house and look at it. I just think, oh, my sofa could go there. I could put this here. I could, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's enough
you
space
you
for this.
you think about how it's going to look when you move in, what you're going to do.
Right. So
Mhm.
this is just her opinion though, right? And just
Yeah.
like it's just our
hmm
opinion.
I mean, yeah, she can have her own opinion, but her own opinion is only to satisfy her agenda. It's
Right.
nothing to do with reality. It's what she's going to say to make her agenda look more appealing to Sally, you know?
And that's why she does it right in front of, well, Sally's right there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So wait,
Yeah.
Beverly. Beverly says, tell the dog to get down, and Jerry Ann holds her so she can't get down. Confusing to the dog. Jerry Ann says, very. And there are times I call her up to be by me, and he yells her to get off. So it can be very confusing at times. Well, if your husband maybe doesn't want the dog on the furniture,
Right.
maybe doesn't want the dog in between you, then maybe you shouldn't. She's blaming Jim, but maybe
hmm
she shouldn't be confusing the dog by doing that when Jim's right there.
Right.
Hey, honey.
Yeah. Yeah. That's sad though. It really is because you could see like even the last one that they had together, you could see the hatred on his face for that dog. And that's
Yeah,
so sad. And the dog can feel that.
right,
They can feel your feelings. I mean, and it is
right. The
confusing.
dog wasn't asked to be chosen, you know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, and here's Beverly 54. My granddaughter just sold her house, and you should empty as much as you can. They have to see the potential of a room. And then Jerry Ann says, yes, we're doing the best we can. Yeah, well, but she just said that she didn't want to leave it empty because it could look cold and unlivable. So, what is it? You're trying to empty it or you're not? I don't know. You know? Okay. Uh-oh. Let me read. I'm going to read some comments just to see what's going on over here. Hi, Honeysuckle. How are you? Um, she wanted her viewers to see his hate for Oreo so everyone would turn on. Yeah, that's true. That could be true. Um, I don't think I saw that
I didn't
comment.
realize I was muted. I was
You are
sneezing.
muted.
No,
Okay, bless
I was
you.
sneezing. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm just reading some comments. Um yeah, I said hi. Okay. Well, everybody agrees the same. 5 years ago we're looking at a house. Uh-huh. See, and if the house is dirty, are you really going to want to move in that, have to clean it up, and
Right.
it's just crazy. And
Right.
yeah, and Finny, you're right. She does not want to pack up her precious little hoard. That's why she said in her live, remember when she said, I don't know if you guys are like this with the men, but when I told Jim he had to start packing his stuff, he's like, oh, what, why? So, so she's
Right.
like,
Yeah. And then he
well,
cried. Then he
yeah,
got like sad.
yeah, he got emotional, right? But, that's the thing. She's going to make him, if I have to do it, you have to do it too,
Right.
right?
Then we
But
have
really,
here, oh,
mhm,
sorry.
go ahead.
Then
I'm
we
sorry.
have facts are facts, Jimmy, which using Jim's names, but it says you have sympathy towards your husband because he wants to get all the work done now, but his body doesn't allow it. Of course, you won't get off the couch to help him, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Your back pain seems to come and go when it is convenient.
Han.
Convenient for you. It's kind of like Sally's dementia. None of us see it or hear it, but it always creeps up when it's convenient for you, like
Hmm.
renting that home when she wants to sell it. So Jerry's response is first things first. I do help any way I can. I'm not sure where you got your information from. Secondly, an example of mom's dementia is very evident in this video. Her emotional outburst was not only like her. Now, that was Dylan's
Okay.
point yesterday when we
Right.
were watching the video. We did not hear an outburst by
No.
Sally
No.
unless she's speaking of remember when Jim mentioned something about needles and shots and
Yeah.
she remembered it all.
Yeah. But she did say, she did yell when Jerry Ann was explaining about the rental, and she said, after she read a comment, Sally did yell, I am selling the house. I mean,
Right.
she's selling the house. She has
Right.
every right to sell her house. It's her house. That was not an emotional outburst. That was her just saying, I'm selling the house. Get it through your head. You
Right. It
know?
was, well, she had a long response here, and it says,
Oh,
but
wow.
now at all what we have been discussing, dimension is not convenient for anybody. And finally, I fractured my vertebrae is not convenient for anybody either. Now,
Hmm.
fractured my vertebrae.
When did she do that?
I'm going through older videos, and there is a video where she talks about a fracture, but then there's a tumor. So she flip flops on this. So
Okay.
that I'll be bring it up at some point.
Right.
And then it says, yes, the pain can come at any time. And during my normal activity, sneezing, bathroom trips, laundry, even rolling over in bed, I'll ask you again, like I've been asking the haters for 2 years now. 2 years
Hmm.
now. What in my entire YouTube career makes you think I want to be doing as little as I can? This is why you all look so foolish. I have over 1,000 videos where I'm doing it all mostly by myself, but keep thinking what you want.
Okay.
Really? Really?
But
She's doing these videos all by herself? There's
I've
not
never.
Jim?
Mm-mm.
No. If she's doing a craft, yeah, and she did it where it was over her shoulder, but Jim
Mhm.
would get her to give her things and such, if you remember.
Right, right. And
So
okay. Yeah, I don't understand. Well, from first off, she's always saying in her videos, in her lives about how tired she is and how she couldn't do this because her pain level, or Jim couldn't do that because of his pain level, or so when are you doing anything?
right, right,
When, like, every week they're watch, she'll have a video and she'll tell you all about her pain and how they were doing so much 2 or 3 days ago. But what were they doing? Why aren't they
right,
showing that? It should be a moving vlog now. They should show everything that they're doing trying to sell this house, but they're not going to. There's an opportunity there also to make money, you know
right.
to show,
And
how to pack a house up with limited
with
abilities.
limitations. Yeah.
Right?
So, and then she says, YouTube career makes you think I want to be doing as little as I can. This is why all of you look foolish. I have over 1,000 videos where I'm doing it mostly by myself. You have a bias and hatred towards me because of my weight, and you cannot convince me of otherwise. Well, I want to let you know that I watched Jerry Ann. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't think nothing of her weight.
No.
When I was talking about it, I said she's put on weight. I don't make fun of her weight. I say girth. I
Mm-hmm.
do not call her names because you know what? What your outer shell looks like doesn't make you into a better human being or a less better human being.
Right.
It's what's inside that counts.
Well,
Your body is just a
yeah, nobody's making her sit on the couch the way she does and lay down while she's doing a live so you could see her whole body. It's not like that. Nobody thinks that she's because she's big she can't do things.
right,
Nobody
right.
thinks that. She's using every excuse she can not to do anything. You know, I mean, who gets all that ice cream? If I mean, I definitely wouldn't get all that ice cream and sit there eating ice cream.
No.
That's even if my mouth is sore, I'm not going to be eating just ice cream. I mean, there's yogurt. Why not get a yogurt?
Right.
Like do stuff that will is more healthy for you than eating a ice cream. You know, and then she's always saying that people are picking on her weight. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's
She
saying
calls
that.
it out in many, many videos, even her
Mm-hmm.
first vlog that I just put out there,
Mm-hmm.
she had said, "We're from a big family. We're big this. We've always been big." No, why even put it out there?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Right. Hi, tea time. Hi, Charla. How you guys doing? Yeah. Why? Exactly. It's so that people respond to her or leave comments like that, so that
Mhm.
she has this. Once I'll say it again. She wants to have content. This gives her content. It really
Right.
does. It doesn't matter
Right.
if we're doing anything. If we're talking about her or Jim, it's going to be another comment that didn't come from any of us. So I don't know why she's throwing it out there. Her
Mhm.
haters. It's always her haters. So I don't know. Yeah, of course you know. Yeah, and cancer. Once again, cancer loves sugar. It grows. Sugar makes cancer grow. So she really should be watching her sugar intake both ways, whether she's diabetic or not. She should be watching it. Do you want? Okay, this is by Susan Brown. I believe
Mhm.
a paint product called Kilts will cover the wall and get rid of the smoke smell. And she says, yes, ma'am. There's also a special companies that will clean the attic spaces. I don't know what that
I think
means
she means as well. I think
as
she
well.
just yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Yep, so she's saying it's up in the attic space as well, which I'm sure it has risen, but that's
Mhm.
Sally's home, that's not your money. Let Sally get what she can
Well,
and do what she can.
who's going to pay for it?
Right,
Like, who's
right,
going to
a
pay for
special
this?
company? Yeah,
Get it?
That is
I mean
all.
that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. That will be all later. I'm sorry, I was gone for a little bit. That will be all later negotiable, because if you have to tear, sometimes it's so bad, the walls are so soaked with smoke, right?
Yeah.
You literally have to, like tear the walls down when they have dry walls there because it's just in the walls and no
Right.
pain
Yeah.
most likely can get this out. And,
Well.
the sad
It,
part is with that, it has to be fixed, but it's certainly not the problem from the person who's going to move in after them. That's their problem,
yeah.
right.
you know?
Right.
Or,
Right.
or for a good price. See, if I
Mhm.
would buy a house and it would be for a good price, I would say, well, then go down a little bit with the price and we pull up some new walls.
Right.
Right. And not only that, like, how about our bedroom? Like, Sally's bedroom. I mean, if it's in the living room, Sally spends the majority of her time really in her
In the
bedroom.
living room smoking
Uh,
with a stage
yeah.
4 cancer
But she
patient
also
right
is,
there.
yeah. But she also is in her bedroom. Like, for a while there, hey, when Jerry was in bed, where was the mother? She was in her room, wasn't she?
Right.
So, that's
Yeah.
what she said.
But
Okay. Hmm.
but when she sells the house now, right? What is it really her problem? It's not Jerry Ann's problem. She's already pretending like the house is already hers and it's not hers.
Hmm.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, I just don't understand the thing. The entitlement is for me, I mean, the biggest thing. And what you guys said earlier about the weight as well. I mean, she's bringing it up and she
Yeah.
just thrives on the attention. If it's good or bad, it's the intention.
Right.
Right.
Attention
It's
on
that's her point to that's her point to that. She points out, she says that nobody likes her because of her weight. There's plenty of people. I'm overweight. I mean, I'm overweight. Why would I talk about somebody's weight if I myself am overweight? I won't talk about somebody's weight. It doesn't matter. It's how you put yourself out there to everybody else. Sitting the way she sits, doing the things she does, showing the food that she's eating, with her conditions is what people are talking about. It's not her weight. It's the
well,
Right.
conditions that
and
she
let
is.
me also get this straight. When somebody calls her a cow, I believe she's a lol cow.
Yeah,
Okay. She is one of these people, and it has nothing to
yeah,
do with her weight.
right.
However, is it obvious that she gained weight during cancer stage 4?
Yeah.
Yes, it certainly is. And it's for me questionable because I saw people with stage 4 cancer at the end of their life, and they certainly didn't look anything like Jerry Ann looks like.
No.
So
No.
can we have
Right.
questions for this? Yeah, I really think yes, because I would like to know how and somebody even said it yesterday in Finney's chat as well. How can a cancer patient gain like 200 pounds in that time? And that,
Right.
And she's not being treated though, so she has no treatment plan
so where
whatsoever.
did she gain it? Because she's eating it. And when
Right.
you
She's
listen to
eating
her,
her. Yeah.
right, and when you listen to her coffee creamer and all that stuff, right? I mean,
Right.
it's just like, wow, there are no limitation with her food, with her intake, or with
Hmm.
her what she
Yeah.
has to take with cancer.
And
I know for sure that we changed the way how we cook and what we were eating during my mom's cancer journey. I
right.
know that for sure.
Well,
You know,
Right.
even like Stefano, the reason we started keto was he had a fatty liver. He had a fatty liver, and that's how I found keto, because they said that it cleared it up. So yes, if you find something is wrong with you, the first thing you're going to change is your diet. And I'm sure her dietitians, I'm sure they spoke to her about that, because I know they did with Stefano's father when he had his cancer diagnosis. They told him a lot of things to avoid, not only because he's a diabetic, but also he had cancer at the same time. So, you know, I mean, it all depends on what you want to do. She obviously does not want to take care of anything.
right. And
No.
Amy, I don't think necessarily it's not a dumb question whatsoever,
No,
actually.
she would get more on Social Security disability than she does SSI.
You would?
Yes, she would.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like that for disability that you get more, but it is true. Yeah.
Okay. But that's
Mhm.
really actually very interesting question, Amy. And if you wouldn't do any research to this, you wouldn't know. But it's also makes all the things and all what's happening with her makes things really questionable when you have questions like that popping up and you really think like, well, what's really going on? Because this for me even looks more shady than it
Mhm.
does, right? Than
Yeah.
it's supposed to look like. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
kind of shocked with this because I didn't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, like Sailor Popeye said, SSDI is based on your income. So or maybe hers wouldn't have been up, but normal working people, their SSDI would be higher than their SSI.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
Well,
then
that's
we have
good,
four.
Granny Smith. I'm happy for you that you sold your home. That's great. You know, it's this home selling thing is just beyond me.
That's where I would say to Sally, I would save up 2 months of money and say, you know what, you guys do what you want with
Yeah.
the house.
Yep.
I'm out. I'm gonna do whatever. You know
Hmm.
what? I'm 70 something years old, have dementia. Um, she's they're saying a skeleton and so I'd go
Hmm.
finish out my life and be happy. That's just me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And
I
what
I do
Granny
have
said as well, I have to say too, it's also kind of like a bittersweet moment, right? You lived in that house for 23 years and you're
Yeah.
walking up with a suitcase. I believe that's pretty hard, but good for you.
But
right,
but also it could be a little relieving too. I mean, you're starting a brand new chapter of your life as well, you know.
right.
So, I mean, you still have the amazing memories that you made, but now you're starting over. I mean, that could be fun and scary.
Yeah.
So, good for you, Granny Smith. Good
No,
for you.
I'm happy because you know what?
Mhm.
It's strength. If you
Yeah.
can walk out with a suitcase and you're ready to go, close the door, that's strength. And
Uh-huh.
It
I
was
admire.
bought by a divorce after 30 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
And that's even another thing. I mean, it's hard. But I
Mm.
mean,
Right.
there is not a history with this house. It's
Yeah.
not of her business. She was
Yeah.
just a freeloader who lives there basically under the roof of her mother-in-law, and before that under the roof of her dad's, you
Well,
know?
I really wouldn't say, and I'm gonna be a little mean here. She's a freeloader, not
Yeah,
basically all the way,
right.
all the way. Her
She's
and her
also a
husband
freeloader,
both
and
are.
uh, I mean that's pretty tense if somebody, you know, can say this, a stranger can say this about some 53-year-old woman, right? That she's a freeloader. I mean, come on, that's pretty
Mhm.
embarrassing, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna say it straight out. I don't care what she says. So, Dylan, the thing here, Dylan's about she doesn't understand her switching insurance. She means she's just switching states to have state coverage. She doesn't want to be on. This is the thing she can't do. She can't send Jim Boy up, to Colorado to say she lives there and still stay where she is now. She literally has to be physically living in Colorado to even apply. They're planning to do some weird stuff here, like say she's living there now and she wanted to
Like
stay.
Lisa.
Yeah, and she wanted
Yeah.
to, yeah,
Wildlife.
exactly. So, I mean, no, you have to be in the state. It doesn't just switch like that. I mean, I don't know about her cancer or whatever. She could, hold on, I'm sorry, my dog's, hold on, stop it. We're live, right? Okay.
I'm sure your dog knows.
I don't understand why you're not taking your nappy.
Yeah.
Take your nappy right now.
Give her some Benadryl.
Wow.
Okay, so, yeah, I mean,
No, and and
it's shyster stuff. They're shysters.
yeah, did you guys read Sailor Popeyes? And I'm so sad. That is such
Oh,
a
what
sad
happened?
thing, but
No.
you know what? I
Oh,
get it. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? Life is not always fair, but you have to pick whatever is best
right.
for you.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right, Sailor. It's time to search out a new life.
Yes,
And
yes,
hopefully everything is going well for you.
yes. I hope
I'm
so
so
too.
sorry about that.
Yes.
I know.
And it's sometimes, like life is not always easy, but you know what? You have to try to do the best or to make the best out of it. And that's how life is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. I'm
I
sorry.
have to say though, Tammy W. Lisa might have got out as fast as she possibly could, but that woman did all the work herself to make herself lose weight and to get physically fit to run out that door so fast. So I give that woman a lot of credit for doing what she did. You guys are gonna go. Okay. So you know what I mean? Like she did the work. She got back. She did the physical therapy. She watched what she ate, all that stuff. So really, that's why she got out the door so fast because she did what she needed to do.
Anita Finney is definitely in the chat, so I don't know why you wouldn't see her. I really don't know, girl. I have no idea. And I'm sorry, Lee. I hope everything is going well.
You
You know,
have to go up. What was that thing that they have to look at? I'm sorry.
under
Was
the
it
latest comments, check out
latest comments? Yeah,
the
look under
latest
there. I'm
comment.
sorry. I'm gonna mute for a second. The dogs are being.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, if Jerrian's biggest problem is how to, like what ice cream she's going to eat the next day, then hey, bless her heart for this. But you know what? We really hear in our chat, we see really tragedies, really sad things that happen to people, like who are close to us, who belong to our community. And that's really sad.
Yep.
For sure, it's
These
sad.
on top of it, these people are real and telling real stories. You know, they're this
Well,
woman, all her crap she adds and adds and adds and adds and adds. If this doesn't sell, she's gonna add that. Now it's ADHD, and then it's, oh, now I'm gonna get chemo once again, and all this stupid stuff.
also with the ADHD, but I don't know if you guys kind of now hear it. It's kind of winding down with the
Yeah,
ADHD a
yeah,
little bit, right?
yeah. She hasn't said it in a while.
Her ADHD brain, it's not anymore that affecting her. So it's kind of odd. So there must be something else coming up now on TikTok, I believe, right? There
Maybe
must
it's going to be childhood trauma.
childhood trauma. Yeah, there was
Mhm.
also something.
That
She was,
that was one too,
she
and
was
she did throw that out there for a minute.
she threw it out there, but we'll see if the future, makes it come
Yeah.
back to us. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know, but she. Uh, I mean, I seriously, I don't even know. I mean, there
Yeah.
are so many things wrong with her, so many problems she has here and there. It makes it at the point that it's getting unbelievable. I mean, I don't want to say that she maybe did not go through this. I don't know. I have no idea. right?
And
But she should battle right now just one problem, and that's cancer. That's her main problem for right now.
she's stage
I
4. She should be doing it. So, Daddy,
stage
you
Well,
want to
four.
read this one?
I
Or you?
have Corey here that says
Okay.
Sally speaks up and says she wants to sell. Then the next conversation is Jerry trying to convince and push the idea of renting too much. Jerry Ann states, actually, we have discussed that. Actually, we have discussed what we're going to try to do, but she has been forgetting so much lately. Carly jumps in and says, "Oh my God, so you're going to go down that road saying she's forgetting what you have discussed with her? Unbelievable. I see where this is going. I feel so bad for Sally." Sally, right? And give me a minute while it goes to the next clip here.
Stop.
Poor Sally.
You're being a bad boy.
But you guys see also like a trend now.
Yeah.
People are on Sally's side and they're telling Sally, listen, and I think when you sometimes hear Sally reading the comments, right, or the questions there are, she's not reading everything, especially when there is a question attached or something for Sally at the end.
Mhm.
Right.
That doesn't sound for me like a woman who has dementia. Really not. It sounds not too
No.
calculated, but it sounds literally a little bit too like she knows what she's doing.
Mhm.
Right.
Right.
But
So it finishes off with something for God's sakes. And then Laura Lee says, at Jerry Ann, if Sally's forgetting so much lately, it's not a wise decision to have her move a whole different state. She could easily be confused, and I can't see her being able to make a decision in banking matters to buy land and a new residence.
That's
So
true.
Jerry responds back, I agree. This is why she hasn't just left on her own. She wants us to be all together until she is comfortable with her surroundings. I fear this may never happen. I suggest to move to Arizona for the warmth she's looking for since I think she lived there
He lived there
previously.
before. Mhm.
well, Arizona is also the home state of her sister, right? Isn't it
Mm.
Arizona? Wasn't it Arizona?
A
Or was it
cousin or
Nevada? Was it Nevada,
no.
maybe, right? So I don't know. But Arizona, there was something going on too, or she lived there before in Arizona. There was
Sally
something.
did. Sally and Jim lived in Arizona, and Jim didn't like it because of the heat and the
Mhm.
humidity. I
And
think.
Yeah.
Jerry Ann would like it because of the heat? I don't think so. I
No,
mean, the air
no.
conditioning would be on 24/7, you know?
Right,
I
right.
mean,
Well,
yeah, and you know what,
Well,
Sarah? Totally
Sailor.
right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, that's fine.
Sailor, you're right. She does. She does. She does do that. She pushes Sally, and she criticizes everything about her, especially the Christian thing. Yeah.
right.
And
You know.
I mean, everybody's entitled for
Well,
whatever they want to believe. Trust me, right?
but
I
yeah.
mean, but to throw it up over and over, and especially when somebody else says they have a totally different view, then just let it be. For right now, you're living under her home and you get everything for free. You
Well,
know?
you saw her very first vlog, right? Her
Yeah,
very
Right.
first vlog that
yeah.
Diane posted. Okay, so we saw her already criticizing Christians as it was. She does it all the time. She says she's Christian, but she really isn't. I mean,
Right.
like I don't know what she believes in these white Christian men. I mean, that's all she's always saying the Bible was written by white Christian men. I mean, what does that have to do with anything? And I didn't think that they were all white Christians that wrote the Bible.
Yeah, it's weird.
You know
It's
what I mean?
and most likely the men who wrote the Bible, they were anyways not white. So
No, they
what's
were not white.
you know?
So,
Right.
And
you know,
Bella, I just want to say to Bella, I'm sorry, Bella, but sometimes we have to sacrifice. If she wants to move to Arizona, then let her move to Arizona. No, I'm
yeah.
sorry. No, no, no.
Yeah,
No,
we
no, no,
feel
no.
bad for you. We feel
I
bad for
think
you, Bella, but
I no, seriously now, I think no state deserves anything like that. Maybe we should
mm-mm.
have 51 states then. Okay. Bring her somewhere else. You
Yeah,
And
know?
then they finish off with there before she may have some more
yeah.
independence. Jerry Ann replies to Carly, always looking for something sinister. Get on your broom and head out the comment section, please.
Oh.
Oh,
Carly
that's
Ann
not
says,
nice.
wow, good comeback. Truth hurts, Jerry, and everyone sees what you're up to. Be afraid, Sally and Jim. She's crazy. Okay, off to get my broom now.
Wow.
That Carly Simon,
She's savage,
I
yeah.
saw them before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good for you, Carly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is nasty.
So this
Holy
is the way she
cow.
treats people. Now, didn't she tell people to ask her questions in the comment section, and that's why
Yeah.
they did
Yes.
this?
Yeah. If you
Okay.
have questions, please ask me in the
Mm-hmm.
comments. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then again, they have Carly up at the top who just said getting the broom now, the
Yeah.
granny of 3 boys. What an evil web we weave, Jerry Ann. Everyone sees what you're up to. Jim, I hope to God you wisen up and not let Jerry run all over your mom. Then try to reason with her in baby talk she does. Geez, Miss Henson deserves peace and stability at her age.
Yeah.
Jerry Ann, nothing you say makes any sense, but you have to come back with to a disagreement anybody has. We all see right through you, Jerry Ann.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah?
is she supposed to be so loving and stuff? You know, she agrees with you know, her community and things like that, but she's very not loving when you're telling somebody to
But I
grab the
have to say
broom.
it. I have to give it to Carly and to Granny. I mean, great
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah?
Great
Yeah?
comeback, guys. I mean, whoever that was, great comment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Love that.
Jerry
I love
Ann is in these comments. She can see him. She's responding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, she's trying to make a point that she wants people to see that this house being a rental would be better than being sold.
Does it make sense though? Doesn't make any sense to me.
No. Diane W. and have no idea who this is. He'll live in the mountains eating deer. You like to manipulate everything, Jerry. Jerry Ann says, who? Jim. Where is he getting deer from? And then this Jerry Ann or Diane just laughs at Jerry Ann's vlog. But if you move in Colorado, won't there be deer and such? Will
Well,
there? Or,
they are
I
in
Yeah.
know they have deer where they're at now. They've
Yeah.
mentioned it.
I don't know.
But was Jim going to be a Viking and a hunter? Or I don't know.
Well,
Well,
why
he
is she
said he wants to be
use-
a woodsman. He wants to go out there and discover things,
Right.
you know.
I just don't understand her comments. She's getting off on people who are just mentioning something. Okay, was it maybe it wasn't even hostile, really. It wasn't even
No.
like that. But I mean, you can have questions. Why do you have to go like this? There is
Right.
no
Right.
reason for it. There is really no reason for it to be like this. Or
No.
is she more defending herself right now at this point? It doesn't even
I think
seem
she's
like she's
defending and
angry.
angry.
Yeah. And you know what? How that sounds to me like there is a rent coming up, maybe. There is
Oh,
maybe a
I think so. I
You
think so.
think so? I don't think so because she needs to keep face right now because she's
Well,
going
no,
on
I think the
chemo.
rant's going to come from Jim.
Oh yeah, definitely, it's coming.
Yeah.
Or you mean towards us?
Well, towards all the haters.
Oh,
And
I
stuff.
think more towards Jerry.
You
You
think
know, I
so?
mean, yep.
No.
Why? Because he really, really thought he was going to move.
Oh,
Oh,
what
okay.
comes up to him always? It seems
Oh,
like
that's Nurse in Pink. Don't know why my granny 3 boys on there live with my YouTube screen name is Nurse in Pink. Well, excellent comment.
oh, there was Nurse in Pink. Good one.
Yep.
Good
Oh.
one. Because
Yeah.
I think otherwise you would have been yeeted right away. Dead by
Well,
arrival.
when isn't Jerry Ann in defense mode though? Tell me what day of the week she's not in defense mode. I mean, somebody could say the simplest thing to her and she will turn it into you because I'm fat. You know, like that's all she
Yeah.
ever does is
Yeah.
she's always in defense mood. Whether you ask her, well, what kind of chemo are you on? Oh, it's because I'm fat. That's why you don't like me. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. She never tells you anything. Like it's supposed to be a journey of cancer and you can't.
But you know what? Don't forget also, her comments are the comments, or whatever we know are the comments, or the comments
Mhm.
she gave us in the past, right? With not taking a shower, overeating, she has this problem, she's shopping and all that stuff. I mean, these
Mhm.
are all comments she gave us that she has a
Right.
shopping problem, right?
Mhm.
She's using shopping therapy to go over
She
things.
admits it. She admits it
Yeah.
in one that
Oh
she
yes, she does say. Yeah.
What?
So I'm sorry, Nurse
a
in
food
Pink.
addiction, a shopping addiction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she
She
did say
admits
this in the
I know
video.
Nurse
Yeah.
in Pink is devastated because she's blocked now. So I'm sorry. You're in good
Nurse in
company
Pink,
though, because I'm sure everybody that said something to her is now blocked.
Nurse in Pink, take it with a badge of honor.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
No worries.
Christina Smith says, yes, Sally, sell the house and do the traveling you want to do. And Jerry Ann responds, that's my point. Without extra income from a rental, she won't be able to afford travel expenses.
What?
And then we have
Didn't she
Pearl.
have money saved aside? Put
Well,
away
from what
No,
for
she said,
traveling?
yeah.
but Pam, when you sell a house, you get money for it.
Well,
Well, they're
So
going to
I,
go under
she could
member.
owe too much. Like if she doesn't
Right.
get what they're asking, but still, that doesn't matter. She said Sally had money put away for traveling, you know, for her
Well,
dreams to come true.
Sally also get retirement money.
Yeah, she
Now,
has an income.
she is not too much, but if she is not too much upside down in
Yeah.
everything, then she could afford it. I really
Right.
believe she could afford it. I mean, she maybe the worst thing would be that she is cutting even, you know, with her mortgages and with the house selling. That is the worst thing. It doesn't look that good for them, but for her, it's still okay because she's getting her retirement, she's getting her husband's retirement, you know, a part of it. So she would be taken care of. Them, not so much. Who cares about them? They're 51 and 53. I
Right.
wouldn't care about it.
Yeah.
You know, she did everything what she could do.
Yeah.
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 I'm sorry, but I mean, when is enough enough? This woman is in her 70s, right? So doesn't she have the right to live on her own or to do what she wants to do without taking care of her two main toddlers? I mean, she did her job
Yeah, she did, and she's still doing her job.
and she's
It's like
still doing her job.
ridiculous. It's
And I mean, you know what?
motherhood has to end when, you know, the kids grow up, and Jim just
If,
does not want to grow up.
if she could still clean up and if she could still cook, they would let her do it and bring the dog outside and do all the other things that
Oh,
these
they let
two
her do it.
on her
Did they
Oh
body.
let
yeah.
Sally take the dog out?
Yeah.
Right.
Come
So,
on.
you know, I mean, it's hi chatty. I mean, seriously, this is kind of it's really a poor statement when you think about this. This is a defense mode what she's doing, but she's looking like a jerk.
Yeah.
It's just really like a jerk because where do you make the money when you have a rental? Not necessarily. You
No,
don't
but
make
sometimes you
necessarily
come out
money, right?
even. I mean, they only have one property. It's
And
not
she
like they have
thinks that she's
50 or
making
5.
3,000 when we
Yeah.
had yesterday somebody looking it up and it's
Yeah,
not more
800 and
estimated
some
at
dollars. Yeah.
$813. I
Mhm.
mean, come on here. Be a little bit realistic, you know,
Yeah.
because at the end, this place is just a hole. That's it.
Right. Right.
And then Pearl Cottage came back at Jerry and honey, you are mistaken. She doesn't need rental income to travel. She will have money from selling that house.
Yeah.
Mrs. Henson only needs to provide a home for herself, not other grown adults. I didn't realize that Jim was not working. So
I didn't know how she didn't. It's all over the place. He always says it.
unless maybe she was stepped away for a bit, maybe she didn't watch it all, you know what I mean? But there's a
I mean,
longer comment coming from her
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
and you know what? Per cottage, actually, I mean, I don't know who that is. I really don't know who that is, but I maybe have an idea, but it doesn't matter. That person is bringing some good points up there, but
Yes.
Mhm.
still, but still, she doesn't care. She does
Right.
not care. You know, I don't know. I don't understand if they have an idea what to do when Sally is not anymore around. And
Right.
I'm not saying anymore, not living with them anymore, when she's just not there anymore, when there is no bank of Sally anymore for them. I just
Mhm.
wonder if they know what happens to them.
How do
Because
they know that Sally's 75?
I don't know. I know she's in her 70s.
Yeah, me too. I knew she was in her 70s, but I didn't know how old she was.
Right. So the message
Sorry
did
about that.
continue, and it said, mentioned yesterday that Jim would definitely be eligible for income-based housing. Don't you want to own a place? Your mother-in-law is 75. I'm 79. There is no reason for her to be taking care of additional debts.
Mm-hmm.
Jim said she looks like a walking skeleton.
Oh,
I'm
good.
sure the bank officer also noted her appearance. We are
oh,
both elderly. Renting our homes or mortgages are not an option. It's silly to have a point of view. My late husband and I had 3 rentals when we were in our 30s. Real Rule number 1, you don't rent friends. Rule
Exactly.
number 2, property insurance triples in price because the owner no longer lives there.
Mm-hmm.
Rule number 3, there's no extra money for traveling. Jerry, you are one who picked Colorado, so now go with your husband as a wife should.
Oh.
well,
Well, true.
basically
Yep,
it.
she brought it up. Hey, she traveled there. She drove there. Remember, stage 4 cancer with them back when she drove. She rode that ride. She drove. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, when I read this again, I'm really shocked. I'm
That's what
really
I.
shocked.
Yeah.
There is not one comment except maybe hi or how are you, gorgeous? You look great. There's not one comment like this out there. It is most likely just they're telling her, look,
Well.
this is the way how it is.
Mhm.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't, I just
Bella
don't.
and Bella in the video that we did with Finny, um, you heard Sally say, "I don't want 2 mortgages." She's
Right.
worried about having 2 mortgages. So no, she does not want any of this on her shoulders at all. You know, I don't blame her. Why should someone at her age be flipping the bill for all these adults? She's worked hard enough.
And Finny, I totally agree with you. I was thinking the same. I was
Okay.
thinking the same. And really, hey, very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Connie Zimmerman says, Jerry Ann, please call your doctor. Your face looks swollen. It could be medicine side effect. Are you retaining fluid? Jerry Ann says, thank you. I have an abscess, but I'm on meds. And then Michelle Pate said she gained more weight in her face. Pearl College did stick up Pearl Cottage and said rude.
Well, I
So,
did
I mean, she might be on the fence or you know what I mean? I'm not
yeah,
sure.
it could be either way. But I did say in that video, she did look really, even her hands were swollen. Like she really did look other, unless it was the angle of the camera, but she did look like she wasn't quite right.
Amy, that was Pearl Cottage who said it, that she's 79.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Pearl
I
Cottage.
mean, she could have congestive heart failure, guys, and
Yeah,
be retaining
exactly.
water. I mean, it's a serious stuff.
Do you believe that she went to the doctor and she got meds for it? I
No.
don't.
No.
Because she would have talked about this and all of a sudden it's a thing. No, that's not how Jerry Ann flies. You know, she does her thing. When she has something to say, she will say it to you. You want to hear it or not. It doesn't matter. But this
Right.
didn't happen. She's just swollen. Yeah, I believe that. And you know what?
Mhm.
We're not going to hear her passing that she has cancer. I don't believe that we will ever hear
No.
something like this. We will hear something else. But
Mhm.
it will not be that. That will be not the reason why. I really
Mhm.
strongly believe this, but that's my opinion. I'm, of course, no health expert. I'm not a doctor. I cannot give any medical advice. That's just my observation. Okay. But that's, like I said, no guarantee with anything with that. You know?
Laura Lee says, how is Sally gifting the house to you? Good thing for her future finances. Jerry Ann said we would give her the income from the rental.
No, they wouldn't.
Nope. And Pearl Cottage says, no, just no. It needs to go through probate court. Jim has said neither of you are financially strong. He has spoke many times of you using, abusing credit cards, bankruptcy, debt consolidation, and he said you use Mrs. Henson's cards, etc. That's not true. Then he needs to recidify it. It's in his videos. Dear Jerry Ann, please listen. There is no money to make when there is, and it's continued. I have a feeling.
Mhm. Yeah.
As I read them.
Oh boy.
Sorry, it's taking a minute. It was just giving us time to read.
Brenda, yes, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 But I'm thinking that Sally is trying to get out of putting any money down on
Well,
anything.
I think also Sally cannot really afford it if she wants to move on her own, you
Well,
know?
didn't Sally say now she wants to go to a retirement home, like a
Yeah.
retirement living thing?
Exactly.
So that might be income based also for her. So, it depends on where she's going, but I think Sally's hopefully going to think about only Sally and let
Right.
them worry about themselves.
I think she is right now. I mean, she should be now at the point that she says, you know what, I'm going to take care of myself. You know,
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel really kind of strongly about elderlies who try to make a living. You know,
Right.
it's hard, and I mean, it's time for her that she just stops to take care of her toddlers at home.
Mhm.
Right.
Let them loose. Let them
I
go.
I believe that too, that Jim and Jerry Ann don't care about being burdens. They really don't. You see how they live now. They just don't care. They don't, as long as somebody's taking care of them, they're going to take it.
Yes.
Right.
If you would have enough money for them to take care of, they would even move in with you or with me. Yes.
Right.
And
Hmm.
we're the hateful ones. They
Thank
would even
goodness
live.
that's not happening.
Yeah. Well, if you guarantee her that she gets money to go to the Dollar Tree and that they have their own hoard that they can put it somewhere in your house, yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
They would
Well,
move in.
the comment does continue. There's no money to make when there is money owed on the Raleigh property, and then adding more property in Colorado. First, at our age, Loans are rare. They know we don't have another 20 to 30 years to make payments. Second, Jim will be fine in the event of his mother's passing or yours. He said he only needs 2 to 3 weeks to grieve, get rid of everything, and then he wants to travel. He has many online friends, and they will surely support him in his endeavors. Right now, focus on cleaning out your craft room and the office, pack it in boxes, store it in a rental unit. Please don't be pushy with Mrs. Henson. That's concerning. The house needs to be sold. And it continues at Jerry Ann's, you don't need to give, and it's going to be on the next page. I do
Mhm.
not believe this is a 79-year-old woman. I just
Nope.
want to state this
No,
right.
yeah, that's a lot of
Okay.
writing.
A lot of writing and
Yeah, that's a lot
yeah,
of thinking right there. Not
yeah.
that someone 79 can't think. It's just a lot of information.
Right. It's a lot. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, 80 years old,
Mhm.
almost 80, you're going to be in this YouTube going back and forth and bantering and talking and you know what I
Mhm.
mean? No.
Mm. Yeah, Tammy, Sally flip flops a lot, but right now she's not. She's not. She put that house on the market, so she's not flip flopping. And she told her more than once she wants to sell the house on that live, and that she's worried
Right.
about having two mortgages. So
I
you
just
know,
right now believe she's fighting. She's fighting for
yeah,
what's and
it's a
it's
shame. It's a shame Sally doesn't have family members on her side other than him that will help her because she's
there was an
struggling.
interesting question earlier. Does she have family from her side, like a brother or a sister? I thought she had
Somebody said
a
she
brother.
had a
Sally is the
brother.
baby.
Okay.
Sally is the baby, so she has family because she makes sure that she mentions in one of her videos that Sally's a little spoiled because she was the baby. Well, hello, in your vlog, you said you were the baby. No, you weren't. Your
Hmm.
brother was,
She
but
was.
you
Mm-mm.
still said I was the baby.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hi,
What she
Chat.
call
Let
herself, Baby Snow or Snow
Yeah,
Baby or whatever.
yeah.
Whatever.
Snowbird. Chatty. It's not a video. We're just going over comments that were left on Jerry Ann's last live. She said to people if they had comments or concerns that they could leave them down below, and so we're just reading the comments as well as the answers
Right. So you're
from
not
that.
missing
Yeah,
anything.
you're
You're
not
hearing
missing a
everything.
video. No, it's not
And
a
also,
video.
Amy, excellent comment.
Hmm.
I hope the realtor reported. You know what? You never know. You never know. It can happen.
Right.
It can happen. Yes, definitely.
Hmm.
So, just Heather says, I know you desperately want to rent the house, but please keep in mind that anyone can fall on hard times and be unable to pay their rent or mortgage payments. Unfortunately, the most unexpected things can happen and turn our lives upside down. Sally wouldn't have an extra money to pay the mortgage for her Colorado home and the Rolla home. The money made on the rent and it needs to go right back into Sally's account to pay for her mortgage payments on the Rolla home. The rent you would get isn't play money, it goes towards the mortgage payment. Jerry Ann comes back. I'm kind of confused. I think you're missing something. I said the first time it's to save 6 months of rent. So it would be in case of they had problems, there would be that fund and they could enjoy the profits from the rental. No.
That's the point though.
The-
That's the point that she was making, that you're not going to get profits. I mean, really, that the money has to go back into the Rolla house to pay the mortgage and the taxes, and you have to
Taxes.
make, yeah,
Yeah.
and you have to make sure that there is and she has to have insurance on the house too, being a
Correct.
landlord. So,
Being a
I mean,
landlord, yes.
like it's just like Jerry Ann just lives for Jerry Ann. She doesn't think about anything else or anybody else at this point. We all know that. So that she thinks she knows this isn't monopoly money. This is somebody's life. And what if, God forbid, something did happen to Sally? How would she keep going? She would need money. She wouldn't be able to keep rentals and a rental company helping her, or, some mortgage, whatever that was. There's so many things that could go wrong. And Sally needs to think about Sally right now. And Jerry needs to think about her cancer. I mean, that's it.
Right.
That's
I
all.
mean,
And
I don't know, but
It's aggravating, isn't it?
do you guys
Aggravating.
think that this is yeah, really it is. Do you think maybe that's closely to elder abuse? I mean,
Well, yeah, the woman's saying she wants to sell the house, and here this one is saying, "Oh, no, no, I said that we're going to." You said nothing. It's not your house.
right.
It's nothing is yours.
right.
Nothing. It's
I'm
so
just kind of
aggravating.
Yeah, I'm just kind of confused about the way that she talks about the property that's not even hers. And, she makes or she tries to make these decisions, which are not her place to do, you
And
know?
who's going to spend $3,000 on a rental property when you could buy a house? You
Right.
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, how desperate do you have to be to rent a house for $3,000? What kind of job do you have for that?
Well, and how desperate must you be to want to live in that place for
Right.
3,000?
I mean, I don't understand that.
And then to keep up with that crap, I mean, the house is, you cannot see the house, what you're going to get.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
cannot do nothing with the house. I mean, it's in a poor shape. It's not anymore in the shape like the pictures were back in the days when they bought the house. It
Hmm.
changed drastically. The heater isn't working right. That's what he said, I
We
believe.
had
The
to fix
windows
last
on
year the fireplace, though.
the fireplace,
John,
Oh, yeah.
the
I
windows are
mean,
not
the
working
heater
right.
wasn't
I
working
mean,
well.
for the love of God, this house needs a lot of work. It's literally just
Right.
a picker upper. I mean, that is something you have to fix.
hmm,
That is not something you want to invest and move into. This is gross.
yeah. I agree, Tammy, that Sally needs to actually get a lawyer. She really does. Like,
Right,
she
Yes.
needs
Sarah?
to consult a lawyer.
She has the attitude of a total bully. It's my way or the highway. But what is she
Well,
offering
really, it's the
Sally that
highway
she even
for
has
Jerry
to
Ann.
learn?
If Sally puts her foot down and says, "Look, I'm selling this house. I'm taking money and I'm leaving," what are they going to do? I
Well,
mean, I
see,
know she loves her son. Yeah.
but that's why you see where she's bound to it. She cannot go anywhere because these two losers are really depending on her. What are they going to do if Sally is just backing off totally? Oh my gosh, then he has maybe to go and work, and she maybe
Well,
has to do something as well.
and what happens? What happened? Okay, say Sally goes, "Okay, Jerry Ann, you're so right. We're going to rent out the house," and it doesn't work the way Jerry Ann in her simple mind thinks it's going to work, and then she winds up losing the house anyway. She'll lose that house if it doesn't work the way Jerry Ann thinks it's going to work. So she'll lose her house. And but it won't be her problem then. Jerry Ann will be, well, oh, it's not my problem, it's your problem, Sally. And she gets to walk away anyway. Either way, Jerry Ann gets to walk away, hands washed of everything. Whether the house is sold or the house is rented out. It's she gets to walk away scot free, and nothing bad is going to happen to her.
And Vanessa, yes, how can she just travel? She doesn't have enough dementia, to live on her own. I mean, she cannot do this, but she's okay to travel on her own. I mean, because they cannot travel. She's kind of halfway bedbound now, Jerry Ann, right? So how
Hmm.
can Sally travel on her own? I'm kind of really
And
confused.
it's kind
Great.
of odd if you ask Jerry Ann, what dementia medication is Sally on? She'll be, oh, that's her private business. I don't want to tell anybody that. Like,
Mm.
I would love to know what medication it is that she is on,
Well,
for her dementia. Because that pill is not a magic pill. That medication is not a
no,
magic
but
thing.
Pam, I think you forgot she's doing these games on her iPad, remember? And they're helping her a lot. And they're helping also Jerry Ann. That's what they said too, for the
Oh,
memory and all that stuff. The games are helping a lot. So I don't know with all the medication, but
yeah.
the
Well,
game, the games.
yeah. What?
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Just Tether says at Jerry Ann vlog, but I think she still has a burden of having to make the house payment. If her dementia is so bad and she has been forgetting so much you talk about lately, I don't think it's safe for her to be off traveling to another country, let alone another state. If she were to lose her way and get lost in another country, that would be horrific. And Jerry Ann responds, I agree. She wouldn't be doing it alone. Well,
Who's going to travel with her? Who's going to
haven't
travel
they
with her?
said that mom was getting her own place and they were going to get their own lake and it
Mhm.
might be down the road? You
Yeah.
don't know. I think Jerry Ann wants to ship Sally off and
Yeah.
keep the house.
You know
Uh-huh.
what she
Oh,
wants?
yeah.
She wants everything that Sally has, including
Yeah.
her money. She got the son. Okay, keep it. No hard feelings. But she wants her
Well, that's not
money.
exactly true. She wanted to ship Mom and Jim off before her,
Yeah.
remember?
Yes, but she
And
has
even
to
the
have
divorce.
him
She
around
wants
in
to get
regard to
divorced.
get what she deserves.
Yeah.
Everything she gets is what she deserves.
Right.
Not what
Yeah.
she earned. She deserves it because she was married to him. I
But
mean,
then but
the whole,
then Jerry Ann remembered that Dy-Dee's out there and she better not do that.
yeah, better be careful.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
I'm a nun.
No,
You're not
she's
saying
quiet.
nothing.
No, she's quiet.
Yeah.
Pam,
Uh,
she didn't say anything back.
Pam, you want to read this one?
Me? I'll read it.
Yeah.
Mom is the owner of, who is this? Tara Hall. Mom
Mhm.
is the owner. She's the only one to have a say in what happens to the house. For the love of God, please stop trying to manipulate her into renting. It's heartbreaking to watch. And then Jerry Ann says, I'm not sure you have her best interests at heart like you think you do. She wants to travel and cannot afford it without this extra income. Well,
Where did you guys see that comment? I didn't even see that. What?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't no, I don't even see that comment on my screen. That's
Ah,
weird.
are you
Really?
frozen? Are you frozen?
I'm dead serious. I do not see that.
What
And
one
then
did
underneath it,
I'm so
DJ Grimm
happy.
says, at Jerry Ann, she hardly gets out of the house, and you talk like she's losing her mind. Traveling doesn't sound doable.
No, it doesn't. I see it.
Yeah.
Are you frozen?
I'm trying, but I don't see the whole comment. I see half of it.
Oh,
Well, because it's going to the next page. Tara Hall is at the top, then Jerry Ann,
yeah.
and then
And
DJ Grimm.
then, yeah, DJ Grimm.
DJ Grimm sounds like
DJ
from
Grimm.
back in the 80s, DJ Grimm.
We need a DJ Grimm.
No, but I mean, the entitlement these people have is for me just really the top. I cannot imagine to live like that every day, waking
Mhm.
up at 12 o'clock, thinking, like, what is mom going to do today for me? What is going to happen? It's just mind boggling that these
Mm-hmm.
people are, like that old and they have no pride, no nothing like that going on.
Right.
I'm disgusted. I
Yeah.
really am.
And it's
Chatty Hag says her son pays $3,200 a month for rent. When her daughter-in-law finishes nursing school, they will buy a house.
oh
Right
yeah, definitely
now,
because of
it's
that.
Okay,
just
Patty,
one
what
income.
what kind of
But
house is it?
yeah, I bet
I
it's
guess it's
beautiful.
not a hole like this is, right? I
A
mean, it
five
must,
bedroom.
yeah, exactly. For
Exactly,
$3,200,
Penny.
you get
Mm-hmm.
other things.
I
Mm.
believe that too, Finny. That she could very well afford the life that she wants.
If
They
she
they
didn't have
act
to
like she's
support,
not
she
getting.
probably could have saved money throughout the years. Come
Yeah,
on.
and they act like she doesn't already have an income. That's what her social security is.
Right.
Like she has an income. So I'm not sure why, that the income she has right now is just perfectly fine for Jerry Ann, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, Tara Hall comes back and says, at Jerry Ann Vlogs, I'm sorry, but that makes zero sense. Carrying 2 mortgages, 3 mortgages to include a place for you and Jim would allow her more funds to travel. Yes, she may get money from renting, but she will still need to pay up, keep the mortgage, taxes, etc. There is no extra money left for travel. If she were my mother, I'd tell her to sell immediately, get a small place for herself and only her, and travel. If something happens to Sally, I doubt the lender would simply hand the house to Jim. I believe Jim would need to qualify to carry the balance of the mortgage. The lender would also not put the house in the name of someone who can't pay the mortgage. They would still want the house in the name of someone that they consider financially responsible for it. It seems shady to push for the house too, and I think it's to be rented, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Who said
probably.
this? Who said
Um,
This
this?
is Tara Hall.
Tara Hall.
Tara Hall. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, Actually on point. The comment is
Yeah,
really on point.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if she got this the whole time, well, guys, yeah, then she's going to explode. I mean, she's
Oh
going to
yeah,
blow up, you know?
I'm
definitely.
You
surprised she didn't block them, you know what I mean? Or
Well,
turn off comments, or I'm surprised she even responded, but I
I,
think
I,
Sally reads her comments too.
I
yeah,
think maybe secretly, could that be that she's
Yeah.
reading this all secretly and maybe listen to it secretly, you know?
mhm.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think that there is that much trust,
yeah.
to be honest with you, between the both of them. I mean, yeah, they're playing nice with each other, but you can kind of, I mean, it's always so full with tension. I mean, between him and her and them and her, I
Well,
mean, them.
towards the end of the one that we were watching with Finny, she was like getting like kind of rude to Sally. Actually, I felt, like what mom,
Right.
like she was interrupting her. And Amy, I didn't know that she said that there were two different medications. I wonder what they are though. If she is taking
Right.
two.
Well, and
Because Jim
pickleball is
Jim has
asking,
only said one, and he said the one pill that she's working is working really well. That's what he
really well.
said.
And then we heard all of a sudden it got worse, remember?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going up and down to keep the story going. That's what I think. And Pickleball said too, is Sally going to have a traveling companion? Good question, because by herself,
Well,
she will certainly not travel when
Jim
she
and
has
Jerry.
well, yeah, Jerry Ann said that she
Sally.
won't be doing it alone. So, but
Right.
she won't be doing it with Jerry Ann because Jerry Ann has cancer. So who will
Right.
it be? Jim?
Jimmy.
You know?
Do you
And
really think so?
I'm just gonna
I don't
finish up
know.
the comment. So
Yeah.
it says, ultimately, all this is none of my business. I do fully understand that. However, if someone puts something out there that I find disturbing, I will say something. I know there could be a lot of negative people around, but you seem to be flooded with these type of comments. Maybe it's time to listen, or at least change the trajectory of what you're putting out there. I've been crafting fan of yours for years. I think I need to stop watching until you get back to that. And Jerry Ann answers back, I know. And with my limitation, it makes it even harder with her
Oh,
limitation.
please. Limitation of what? What's making what harder? You
I
know, I
guess
don't
crafting
understand.
or helping, or,
I mean,
she's
this
put,
was all about Sally. It was all about Sally. It had nothing to do with Jerry Ann. So, like, why would you throw with my limitations? It makes it even harder. What's harder?
maybe for the crafting, because she was a crafting fan for years,
Maybe, I guess.
you know?
I
Oh, okay. I got it for, yeah. Okay.
And then she said she does not go, she does go out at least once a week, sometimes more, but I agree. We're trying to work on every possible scenario. Jerry Ann answers, well, unfortunately, we don't craft here. We just share our lives, because she's on the
Or her
vlog
lies.
channel. She's on the vlog channel.
I know. But her lies. I,
First
I,
thing is, Sally would not need to carry two mortgages like she keeps saying, and she would only need a mortgage on this house or a new place. I'm sorry if things are not make sense to you. Secondly, I'm not sure what a real income means to you, but we both have income. Finally,
what?
I've been the sole voice for a reason when it comes to doing things properly and carefully. It's been hard to keep their feet on the ground ever since I mentioned wanting to move. So she's saying that for Sally and Jim, it's been hard for them to keep their feet on the ground and not want to just go. She's going to make this because the military, the Navy, they move so much. She's going to make it all into that. No, Sally wants the burden off of her shoulders. She can't carry Jim and your weight any longer.
Well,
Like,
my
she
other
needs a
question
break.
is,
yeah.
what kind of, we both have income. What kind of income do they have both? Because he is unemployed and he doesn't get unemployment and he doesn't get any social security. So I just wonder what kind of income he has. Is she talking about her YouTube? Is that what she's talking about?
Maybe, or maybe Jim, maybe he does get services and we don't even know about it. You never know if they've been 100% with things. I don't know. I just don't trust now. I never used to question things as much in my life since I started
But
watching them and
but
doing YouTube.
but what did I tell you yesterday? Doesn't it all seem like it's all like fabricated? Like it's maybe all not real. Maybe this is all a way how they try to make money.
It's not
Because now
working.
we hear here that she has and he has a job, basically, that they're both making money, right? That's what she's saying. That's
Mhm.
what she's literally saying.
Right.
So I'm questioning now, since he got fired from his job, he doesn't get officially any kind of other retirement money. He doesn't get any, I don't know, whatever check because of a disability, nothing like that. So I'm just wondering, what are they referring to? I'm telling you, there is something so fishy about
Well,
this whole thing.
unless she's considering her income, both of their income.
Their income
Like,
and
yeah,
Sally's hers.
right. And Sally has hers. So,
Right.
I mean, maybe it's that, I don't.
Right, Laurie? I see it the same way. She
Right.
is lying. I'm telling you, there is something not right with the whole story. The more you deeper you dig, the more you find out, or the more they're talking, the less it makes sense. This is maybe just all a thing to make money. Maybe that is kind of for them like a telenova they try to
I don't
sell.
think it worked for him. I don't think
What?
it worked for him. I don't think it's worked for him.
No.
I don't. The making the money. I don't think it's worked for them. They might have people who still maybe send gifts. They don't do friend
Yeah.
mails no more. When's the last time you heard of a friend mail? Or, if you want to reach out and,
Yeah, but
I've sent you.
maybe that's the deal. Maybe
I
that's the
know
deal. People don't want to be associated with her
her income
because,
from the shirts has boomed. That's what it is.
Maybe.
She's
yeah.
selling thousands of them. She has 70,000 subscribers.
Oh, just by
Right.
the way, yesterday I was at Hobby Lobby and I saw that kind of like exact
Mm-hmm.
same kind of picture she has on her blanket, or on the
Mm-hmm.
t-shirt she has. Same thing, same.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, nothing special.
No.
So, and then I continue with, I'm aware that you are, with Jerry, that says, I'm aware that you are all not privy to all of the information we have. So I just leave you with this. Despite what many people think about me or say about me, I am not a manipulator and never have. Trust me. If I was, I wouldn't be in this particular situation. I have nothing. Sorry, Oreo hit send. But my family's best interest at heart. I love them dearly and always will. Truth is, Jim and I have given our marriage and adult lives. Taking care of others and families always come first. I'm not looking to get anything out of this, but I want to make sure Jim can survive the loss of his mom and eventually me without adding the extra stress of homelessness. Once again, thank you for your concern and for caring so much. And I truly value your input.
Hmm.
Why is she talking about Sally like she's already gone? And why is she?
Like Sally's going to pass before she does when she has stage 4
Are you
cancer.
sure?
Yeah, right?
Because I'm not so sure. Yeah, okay, Sally looks fragile, but that doesn't mean that she's going to pass
No.
anytime soon. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. Let's be honest here. Sally seems pretty, like up there. She knows what she's talking about. Okay, she's skinny. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. But not everybody can weigh 600 pounds. So what's the problem right now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I mean, I saw Sally, and it is concerning. She looks really frail, really frail.
Right.
For a woman in her age, she really does. So I mean, and living in this kind of environment, I don't think it's also very
Right.
healthy. In her
Right.
age, for a woman in her age, she should live healthy. She should, be happy. But this, I mean, I don't know. I'm serious. I don't know. This doesn't
Right.
add up. And then in the
Right.
next life, you're going to hear it, and they're going to be again like all la-di-da and all happy with each other, and everything is cool. And then Sally's addressing the haters, and I'm just like, really?
I don't know. It kind of sounds like she hit the pen there at the end of that one.
Yeah.
Because
What?
all of a sudden she got so lovey-dovey at the end.
The little bit of
Truly love them.
THC hit her.
Yeah, I truly
Yeah,
love them.
but you
Allegedly, I'll say.
allegedly, of course, hi,
Yeah.
Stefan. I mean, but
Oh, Stefan.
really?
Is he
I
there?
mean, yes, he is,
Yep.
ma'am.
Hi, honey.
Say hi to your husband.
He made me dinner. He made me dinner, but I didn't go eat it.
Mine too. Mine
Hmm.
too.
Hmm.
But no, I have to say, I'm really kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Am I really the only one who believes that this is all a joke, that
Hmm.
this is all not real, that we are being lied to?
Well, I was thinking about this. This is something I was thinking about.
Mhm.
That the doctors with dementia, because my grandmother had it. So
Mhm.
I mean, I don't remember her ever being on two different medications. I mean, I remember her being on one, but also there's like daycare programs for dementia. Like they
Right.
go and it's like supervised and constructive and things that they need. I mean, I don't know why there's no program for the mother to go to. Like there's so many programs right now, so she can't just sit there. She can't sit in a house day after day after day and not, and like just this miracle pill work,
Hi, Stephanie. Yes,
you
and you
know.
know what? And playing games the whole
Yeah,
time, and
yeah.
saying that this is the one that's helping her. Not that she, like, is getting lost in her dementia. It's kind of odd to hear.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's really, really weird,
Yeah.
and it doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh, Finny, that's a good question, Finny. Do
Hmm?
you
Strange
think?
question. If
Yeah.
Sally were to pass, do you think Jim and Jerry would report it to the mortgage company or try to keep paying the house? They would try to
Oh,
keep paying the house. They would not report it.
yeah.
Well, they don't have credit, so yeah, they would have to. You got
Yeah.
to do what you got to do. Well, but then again, don't forget, she probably has life insurance. Okay,
Right. Right.
so
Well,
uh,
too. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, maybe.
I believe she has enough life insurance to cover the house
Yeah.
payments. I really
Yeah.
do. But that doesn't mean that they're going to qualify for the mortgage. That
Yeah.
doesn't
Right.
that they're going to qualify. I mean, you can have all the money in the world, but your credit could be shot, and it
Yeah.
is
Right.
thanks to Jerry Ann.
Mhm. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's fraud.
the
Absolutely, that's fraud, Stefano.
yeah.
Yeah,
The only reason, Sailor, I bring that up about the programs and things is because a doctor doesn't want somebody that has dementia just sitting there. I mean, it's only going to make it worse. It's not going to make it any
right,
better. They also have therapy that they go to too, because I know my grandmother did go to therapy
Right.
until the end. She went to therapy. They had a therapist come in and try to do memory stuff with her. But I mean, there's so many more programs now. It's not like it was back in the day when, she just forgets from time to time. But there's a lot of research on that now.
Well,
So,
and seriously, I mean, what does this woman do? She sits in the living room on her recliner, right?
mhm,
She's not animated to do anything. Like, I mean, where her brain power is like really being used for. Now, Sally, right?
mhm,
Uh, you don't see her doing anything. And it is really sad that she's just basically vegging out on her recliner and just, smokes a cigarette and just wait till the day is passing. I mean,
mhm,
it's kind of like what Jerian is training her whole family to do. I mean, he's doing the exact same thing, except he's getting up to cook.
mhm.
Right.
He's
Right.
trained to cook and to fetch, So yeah, that's the difference. But otherwise, they're all pretty much the same. I mean, they
Right.
just have to catch up age-wise with Sally, but otherwise, Jim and Jerry they're both the same, just like she is, and that's
Well,
sad.
they want to live that life. They don't want to better themselves. They want to just live as they are. Like put their hands out and get everything for free housing, free food,
Right.
free medical, free money
Yeah, but
every
it
month.
worked till now, though. It worked. You
Yeah,
always
it
had
has.
something for free. And yes, Granny, I'm at the same viewpoint like you are. I am not convinced that she has dementia. I am not. I'm
Mhm.
not. There were too many points, like even what Pam said, there is at the evening, it is worse to have dementia than during the day. I mean, you don't see it with her. It's interesting, hi, Arlene, but it is interesting to know, if you're not a healthcare professional. But when you know about these things, it's hard to even to understand that she should have or that she has dementia.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
see it because she seems the sharpest tool to be the sharpest tool in the shed in this
Right.
house. She seems really smart. The
Right.
only one.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Right.
All right. You want to read this one, Jacqueline?
Oh.
Can you
What
say
is
it?
it?
Okay.
Rentals equal headaches unless you've got a good amount of liquid cash to deal with problems. That's true. I really have to agree with
True.
that. Even friends sometimes can't pay the rent, damage things, etc. And Jerian, of course, but you kind of need that as a homeowner too. I don't know what she's referring to because she says she has this insurance, right?
Yeah.
This,
Mm-hmm.
which is, by the way,
Homeowners.
this
It
homeowner.
sucks.
No, this insurance for the what is it, for the air conditioning?
Appliances and stuff.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
sucks.
It's
Yeah.
it's a ripoff. It's
Oh
literally a
yeah.
rip.
Big
Yeah.
If
rip
you
off.
have the money available to buy just something new or to have it repaired, you're good. You're good to go.
Yeah.
I don't ever get this kind of insurance. Trust
Mhm.
Hmm.
me. It's a total ripoff. However,
Yeah, I did it one time. I did.
well, I remember it was back in the 80s, 90s. It was a thing. Okay.
Hmm.
And you had it through, I think, through Sears back in the days, if that makes sense. And a lot of
Yes.
people had it. And it was a good insurance through Sears. But now, this kind of insurance, it's basically just a ripoff because what they do is they come in, they clean that thing, and then you get a very cheap version, even if you get something, or the insurance is expired, or it doesn't cover stuff anymore. So it's worthless. It's really worthless. Don't do it. But you need
Right.
to have money anyways, Jerian, if you have a rental or if you own the house,
Yeah.
Jerian. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and what happened with the money actually that Sally had in her bank account? I would like to know that.
I
Well,
think Sally just showed Jim $3,000, and he thought that was a lot of money to obtain
yeah.
everything.
Because of
Yeah, but
his brain
well, but
capacity.
didn't he say that that money was enough actually to move them over there and
Yeah.
for a good down payment?
Yeah.
That was
Hmm.
not the 3,000. It sounded for me a little bit more substantial. the amount.
Right.
Right. Well, he
$3,000,
said
I'm sorry, is not that much.
she had enough to buy 2 trailers and the land.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
that's what Jim
Yes.
said. He didn't say anything about the truck at that time, but he said, you know, she had enough in the banking account to get the 2 trailers and the land.
Yep.
Now that comes my theory back in there. Could it be that she just maybe has a master plan and that she just wants to get rid of them and that she says, well, just move to Colorado, do what you got to do, and I'm in the meantime sell the house and I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Could that be? You know,
I don't
because
know.
at the end you want your children to succeed, right?
Right.
I mean, you have your children. I mean, even in the 50s,
Well,
but you're
yeah.
really crossing your fingers, like, please get a job. You know, please be, productive in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big Mama Bling. The house is Sally's, but she stays in one bedroom of a 5-bedroom house. How is the house so full of Jerry's stuff? Seems clear who and what the problem is. Identify the problem and fix it. Jerry Ann says, are you all smoking the same stuff? Laugh out
No,
loud. Betty
no,
Boo.
Jerry, and
Shout
that
out.
is you
Yeah.
smoking, not us.
Shout out Betty Boo. Maybe Jerry need to actually listen for once. You counter every opinion that doesn't agree with you and are not listening. You are actually acting like a child who knows full well something is wrong, but will do it anyways to get what you want.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
true. I think
it's
she'll do
perfect.
anything to get it the way she wants.
It's
Yeah.
Just
perfectly
like
said.
a toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you say yes, she says no. I mean, it's always she has to counter with something, always the opposite. I mean, with this woman, you cannot reason. It's her way or the highway. That's how she does it.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was
Yep.
working for a while, but it's not working anymore that great for her. I don't think
No.
it is.
Right.
I think Sally wants out of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
And
cannot
then
blame her.
it continues,
Yeah.
Jerry, you and Jim have no income and are both not mobile. You can't afford to take on the house full. Stop. Anyone with an ounce of sense can tell you this. You are very, very lucky. Sally has the option to sell, to move, and house you both with her. Sally deserves to live her life how she wants to with some financial security, but stop the manipulation. It's clear for everyone to see what you do. You need to support yourself and not expect Sally to do it for you. Jerry Ann to Betty Boo. Although I appreciate your opinion, I do not agree. I only speak of things that I know to be true until I learn otherwise. That's all we can do.
Why is she always throwing in
Well, of
all
course she
we
doesn't
can
agree.
do?
Yeah. Of course
Where's
she
that we coming from? I mean, that's interesting.
Because I always think she tries to make it like we, our house,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
our
they're in it
groceries,
together.
our money.
Yeah,
Yes.
like they're all
I
one
just
big
have a
happy
question.
family.
That money Jerry Ann is getting, right?
Mhm.
That's conditional, right? That could be scratched
Yeah.
off at any time, right?
Right, but her mobility, being her mobility, and she doesn't walk now, that's gonna be her saving grace because I'm telling you, the cancer would be a big, huge thing.
Right. But but the thing is with her, she would get the money because she is immobile and she is overweight,
Right.
morbidly obese. That would be the reason why she would get the money, not because of her cancer. Because right now it would be conditional. That's why she gets the money. So she would to have to reapply.
Well, she'd be reevaluated.
Well, they're
So
reevaluating her medical case.
correct. So
It's
they
to
would get
see if
all the
the
medical from the doctors, and if
Mhm.
Jerry's canceling them doctors and not doing those doctor's appointments, she would still have the weight and the uncontrolled diabetes on her side
Mhm.
Right.
too.
Right.
So
But
she
she
has
still would have
many
to see a
issues.
doctor for that though too.
Right.
Right.
Like, like the eye shots and things, that's because of her diabetes.
Diabetes.
Right.
So, but she's canceling them all the time,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know.
But so
And I'm
this
sure
is
her
all
weight isn't helping with the diabetic stuff because, she has to have some control. It's going to make yeah, I'm surprised she's not taking insulin by now.
so
Yeah.
she better be careful because this is all depending on the circumstances she is in.
Yes, of her
Which
medical condition.
Right,
Right.
which can change at any time.
Right.
Right.
Well,
Well, plus, I mean, stage 4 too. I mean, it's the end, right? So
right.
they're saying, well, she could pass it anytime, also. So that's conditional as well. You know.
So she continues on. Mom has so many conversations with us, the realtor, the mortgage company, and she gets easily confused by it all. Um, that's when she gets overwhelmed. Like on the live, she has outbursts like she did. I was
No.
only speaking of countering things that we agreed to different than stated. Facts are, she does not want to live alone. Jim and I do not feel comfortable with the idea of her living alone. This is our home, and we all paid into care, mortgage, and upkeep over the years for the last 10 years. We would help each other out whether we live together or not. We know more information than we feel comfortable sharing. So remember, you don't have all the facts when creating your opinion. Thank you for your concern and have a blessed day. That
Oh,
was still in response to Betty Boo.
A blessed day.
Yeah. So what she wants is credit because they were there for 10 years with the mom. Maybe she feels mom owes her something. You never know
Well,
with Jerriana how she's thinking.
well, Jim feels that his mother owes him
well, I'm
something.
sorry, but paying rent is not helping.
Uh-uh.
When you take 2/3 of a house over with your crap, right? And you
Right.
live there and you flap down there on the couch. You live in the living room. You use the kitchen and all that stuff. You're not helping. You're living there. You are helping in that you pay the rent, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You are responsible. You're a responsible adult. When you live somewhere else, you have to pay rent too. So you're not helping her. Helping is a different story.
Well,
Right,
how about
right,
how about when Jim said because he lost his job that his mom knows that she's going to have to pay more. I mean,
Yeah,
why would she pay more? There's two of
right.
them. There's only one of her.
Well, why
You
does
know what I
Sally
mean?
pay the whole electric bill?
Yeah.
right.
Like, I don't know.
Mm,
And I mean, at the end, we only can speculate, right? It
right,
is not our mom. It is nothing
No.
like that. We
Right.
can only say, Sally, you should do this and this and this and this.
I
However,
think Sally should do what Sally wants to do and Jerry should just stay out of it.
and so, exactly. And
You know?
I think with us discussing this, it may be, and people are leaving these kind of comments with her. I really believe that she really tries to wiggle herself out of this tight situation she's in with these people. Is it hard as a mom to see your son fail? Yeah, I can believe that because nobody wants to see your 51-year-old son, failing, not even keeping a job, a part-time job. I mean,
right.
because
Well,
he's so lazy. But you
you
know what? Is she willing to help for a while? Yes, but it is enough, Sally. It is enough.
Well, I mean, why is he failing? Why is he failing? He's failing because of Jerry Ann. Because Jerry Ann puts it in his mind. Oh, I need you to take care of me. I have stage 4 cancer. Your mom has dementia. We can't be here alone. We need you, Jim. So, what's the easy answer for him? Not to work so he could be there, whether they have
Right.
money or not. He doesn't care about the money, he just cares about not working. You
Right.
know, he doesn't care whether his mom really
And
has dementia or not.
now Jerian has him exactly where she wanted him. Because remember years ago when it was going up and down with jobs and he lost a job, he gained a new job. He still wanted to have after a while a job. Now he's at a still. He doesn't even want to have a job anymore. He wants to stay home. He wants
Girl,
to
he
do
wanted to retire back in 2019.
he wanted to retire, but then
Oh
he
yeah.
said he was getting tired of sitting at home around and he wanted to
That's
do
what he
a job
says.
because he couldn't stand it to be around yeah the whole time. That's what he
Yeah.
said. And that's why he took then the job with the college and the other places. That's what he said, right? So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, now she has him exactly where she wanted. She wanted him lazy and sitting side by side with him. That's what
Hmm.
she wanted. And she got it. She got him now this way. The dog starts to be like this too. Well, not really, but a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's everybody who's surrounded by these people, they're slowly giving up. They have no drive anymore. And you
Right.
can see it. And I hope that Sally is not, like being sucked into this. I really don't.
I hope not either, but And then Betty Boo did respond back and says, "Thank you for your reply. Of course, there is information we are not privy to. I can only share my take on what you do share. It is very obvious from your life that you want to keep the house and are doing your utmost to get what you want. I don't believe it will happen for all the reasons I have given you. In fact, I can't see the move happening at all due to your health issues. You can't pay someone to do absolutely everything, and moving at home is hard work. I have moved 20 plus times in my 59 years, believe me. Sally understandably wants to remain with her family, but please don't risk her financial security and do listen to expert advice. Your knowledge is very limited despite what, and it's going to continue. Sorry, guys.
That's good.
I tried to fit everything in there. It was really hard.
Yeah.
It's going.
You
Sorry,
know
Betty.
what? And I have to say, I mean, Betty really, I mean, she brought it to a point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I mean, it's not rude. It's just bringing the facts up. It's just literally her, not even her opinion, but what she knows about the moving too. I think she brought it to a point.
And it
Mhm.
was what she thinks. And then Jerry Ann answers again. Now, Betty just said in the chat she was surprised she answered her so long and so much.
Mhm.
And she says, "Oh, trust me, I would never, honestly, every time she moves away, she always comes back to Missouri. I have that to consider as well. I would love to move somewhere with less humidity and more bearable climate, but I need that sense of security that we're doing it carefully and thinking everything through. I hope you can understand that also. Please understand, despite all the things people say about me or think about me, I have always kept my family's best interest at heart and will continue to do so till the end." Jerry Ann lived in one house basically for what, 40 something years, I think she said, where
Mhm.
she did move out for a little bit when she got the job at the home and she got an apartment above. I don't know if it was a storage or something, but it wasn't long that they had that together. She has always lived with family. So we
Mhm.
have to remember that too. So
But she
Jerry
was
Ann might
never
have a fear.
independent. She was never independent. That's what she was. She always relied on her parents, on one
Yeah.
parent. You know,
Mhm.
her dad, her mom, then her dad, and now Sally. She never lived on her own, really.
Right. Well, I think Jim, I think for a little bit when she got that job supposedly, or she
Mhm.
had that job, um, with the disabled children or
Yeah.
people or adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, from 42 years or whatever, how many years that was, I mean, living like for a small time by yourself with your husband, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I mean, the audacity living with your husband at your parents' house, I think it's kind of big, right? I mean, it's
Well,
time to grow up.
well, yeah, Jerry Ann always had a place to run back to. She ran back to her dad's when she fell flat on her face. And then she used the excuse that he was sick. So she had
Mhm.
to take care of him.
Yeah.
And then, and then he passed away and she had that house. And then Sandy happened and
And
they
Jim
had,
was with her. She had
yeah,
Jim too.
and they had people help them move. And then where'd they go? Right to Sally.
Right.
It's not like, she has not been very independent.
No.
She acts like she knows everything, but she's never really been independent.
And Tammy has a great comment here too. I mean, okay, if she has to move back to Missouri, it's really not that of a big deal, I believe, either. And you
Mhm.
know what? So what? Then she moves into a one-bedroom apartment. She could do that, or in a
Yeah.
retirement home. I mean, this is up to Sally. This is certainly not up to Jerry Ann.
Oh, okay. Finney said that the only reason that she moved into the group home was because of the hurricane. So she's really never lived on her own.
Wow.
Oh, so it had
Yeah.
it was again circumstantial with her. She had
Right.
to.
It was because of,
Yeah.
they were helping her out because she lost her home.
Yes. Well,
Mhm.
that
Well,
was.
Betty Boo was very savage. She went back in and says, "Jerry, I do understand what you say, but people are very concerned for Sally because of the information we know that you and Jim have told us. I would certainly not speak out if I didn't believe the plans you have were not achievable. Most people come to you with advice and knowledge and try to share their experiences, not to be negative. Jim refuses to listen to sense and is often very rude to people who have been bothered to listen to his often long videos just because they say something he thinks it's against the plans. I will once again reiterate the obstacles you have to overcome, you are not mobile or fit for. I think
Right.
it's longer though.
Yeah.
Perfectly said, Betty.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right,
she
Betty?
and Jerry Ann, I mean, Betty, I'm thinking you must have been a longtime subscriber of hers for her to continually to respond to yours and not to block you. I mean, you weren't being rude at all, but usually anybody that asks questions normally gets blocked or hidden or something or deleted.
Well, she's not even asking a question. She's actually just putting the facts straight up there
Fact
for her
straight
to
out
read.
there.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's nothing that she's questioning. She's just literally saying, "Listen, this is how it works, and these are the questions there are there, and facts."
Right. And she
It's
said
not one question.
the facts is she says enough to do most basic things for yourself. Jim seems to get less mobile, tired, in pain, etc. every day. You have no income, only social security. You have no savings. You have poor credit. You are not in good managing money and build up debts. You have a very cluttered home. Moving home costs a lot of money and effort. The house needs to sell for a price to enable Sally to buy land, 2 mobile homes, and all costs involved, etc. You would then be in another area you may not even settle in. Weather-wise, I like UK, and our summers are rarely at a max of 90 degrees, usually in the 70s, and that's more than enough for me. Well, that is perfect for me, Betty Boo.
Mm-hmm.
I consider you having guests soon arriving.
And
Yeah.
two,
3 of us.
not only does Sally need to have the money for the land, the 2 mobile homes, but she's enduring the moving costs as
The
well.
moving cost,
The
right? It's
movers,
professional.
and now all of a sudden, Jerry wants somebody to come in and clean the attic and paint the walls. I mean,
Yes.
so there's even more expenses
And he
going
Right.
for her.
expects his mom to sell her car or her SUV, whatever she has, and then to buy a truck for him to drive around. Imagine that.
Hmm.
Imagine that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot make this stuff up.
No.
Hmm. Yeah.
And
Unbelievable.
Betty Boo does come back at her.
Hmm.
Sally, Sally, it was great to hear your views. You do what is right for you. Jerry has her opinions and lots of them. She is very convincing. If they had jobs and money of their own, then there are more options then. But you have no jobs, both in poor health, mobility, and have no money or income. I agree worrying about property is not worth it. Remember, people lie. They can be lovely when they want to rent from you, but things happen. You don't know them well enough to take that risk. I
Mhm.
hope Jim supports you in your decision to sell the home. And by the way, the clutter will put people off more than the smoke.
Hmm.
Sell and move where you want and settle down with security of a roof over your head.
Mhm.
And that's true. I mean, some people, the smoke, yep, it'll bother them, but seeing
Yeah.
it that it was dirty and cluttered and here's someone that just had a big yard sale that said they downsized, that said they reorganized. If people hear that and then
Hmm.
see this home, they're,
Yeah.
they're going to wonder how bad was it?
Right.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's when you see the pictures there are on the internet from this house, you
Yeah.
just shake your head. I could not believe these pictures. They were publicized by this one real estate company. I could not believe it that they even are representing them. That is a surprise to
Well,
me.
that's. I mean, that could all change at any
Yes,
point.
they
Too.
can
Right.
always
But
revoke.
and
That's not
that
a
was
deal.
the best pictures. Actually, that was the best pictures. Probably they're not going to
Yes.
put the other ones up because, like they said, they never showed the bathrooms and they didn't show the craft room, and so they did miss some rooms. So they were the best pictures that they chose to show because we were looking at houses, and if they're a disaster inside, they only show the outside.
Right.
Right.
So.
Also, Tracy, you're right. The smoke bothers them, but that
Mhm.
damn dust doesn't
Right.
make
Yeah.
sense. And they have all allergies, and the smoke is bothering them. But I see them all sitting there with her in the living
Yeah.
room, and nobody is coughing because of
Mhm.
that.
No. And if the smoke bothers him so much, why is he in his office with that stupid thing blowing right in his
Incense.
face? Yeah,
Incense.
right
He
in
burning
his
incense
face.
and candles. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, come on. It
And
only
and and
bothers
Jerry
him when it
called him
bothers
out one
her.
day. She said his hands smelled like he had been smoking.
Right. Hmm.
Um, so
Who
Betty
knows?
did finish it up with, I wish you well, Sally. I understand you're in a difficult situation. Stand firm.
Yeah.
Marianne Ramirez, what happened to your forehead, Jim? Nellie decides to say, I've known him long enough to answer that question for you. I'm sure he
Wow.
won't mind. Pretty much nervous habit of picking at dry skin on his forehead.
Yo.
Okay.
So she knows him well enough to know that he picks the dry skin on his forehead.
He, I'm telling you,
Well,
I'm
that's good. She
telling
must
you,
really
there
know
is
them
something not
well.
right. If some woman would answer for my husband, I would
Mhm.
tell you I would jump through this. This is
Yep.
really, really
And
hard.
do you think that Jerry Ann isn't like the jealous type? I mean, look, she joined that group just to see what her husband's
Is
doing, I'm
jealous.
sure.
Pam,
You know?
Pam,
Mhm.
if
Yes.
somebody would answer this question exactly the way like Nellie did about Stefano, what would you say?
Well, I would want to know how they know him so well.
Exactly. Why do you think that you can answer this question? That's what I would have said.
And why doesn't Jerry come on
Oh,
and
Betty
say
Boo said
anything?
he said it in his last video. Mm.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But still, I would still say no. No woman
Oh,
has
you mean when he was
Oh,
when he
Betty
was
B.
picking at his face and the flakes were coming off onto his sweatshirt?
Mm.
and you could
Okay.
see them on his
Well, you
sweatshirt.
know
Yeah.
what happened with that? When he was talking and that stuff was happening, I think I just tuned him out because it was like, kind of gross.
Right.
You know,
We're almost done here, so I'm
we're
just
almost
gonna
done.
finish this. So Ellie B said the best thing you could do is stage your house, is put 90% of your things in storage, declutter to the point of it not being functional for actual use. And Jerry says, but unfortunately, we still have to function here.
So
But
she
you
doesn't want to
guys,
do it.
Well, I mean, it's
no.
not hard to do. Keep the kitchen clean, lose half the clutter, and you'll be fine. You
And
could
I
she
still
mean,
live
won't
there.
do it.
seriously, 3 adults can live probably just with dishes and say cups and such, with
Yes.
maybe three cupboards maybe. If you
Yes.
downsize it and you do your dishes,
Well,
you
Yes.
don't have
really,
to.
they could just downsize to how many plates they need: 4 plates, four
Right.
bowls, four
Yes, that's
spoons,
what I've
four
always
forks.
done when I've moved.
I mean, the whatever pot, 2 pots, 2 pans. I mean, you don't
And
need
let's
it
face
all.
it too, when we saw the pictures from I think it was the bedroom from Sally, right?
Hmm.
I didn't see no mahogany heavy furniture in there anymore, right? So basically her stuff,
Hmm. Was
it was,
gone.
seems to be nearly all gone.
Hmm.
Okay, was it necessarily clean? No, because I think actually he should clean the place from his mom. I don't think it would be too much to ask for if he cleans, her
Yes,
space.
well, Sally's stuff, but I don't think he needs to clean Jerry's stuff.
Well, I mean, he has nothing else to do. I mean, what is the
But
big deal to clean up your
but he
home?
says he says his spare time. Their spare time. They're constantly cleaning in their spare time. You have spare time. You don't have a job. How
I
much spare time do you need?
Yeah, I mean, you sleep till 12 o'clock. Like he said, he sleeps till 12 o'clock. Then he starts to function. I mean, what is the big deal if he cleans up his home? I really
Hmm.
don't understand.
Well, and that and like this is his dream. So why isn't he making sure this stuff is done?
Because
Yeah.
he
Like,
knows it's
you know
not
what I
going
mean?
to happen.
Well,
Well, then that's whose problem is that then? But
right.
Yes,
we
it
are the
was.
hateful ones, right? Because we're telling it as it is.
Well, yeah.
That's why
No.
we're the hateful ones,
Right.
because apparently that's what we are.
Well,
Mm.
because you tell the truth. I mean, they don't like the truth, obviously. Every time somebody told her the truth or said something, she's like, "You're wrong. You're mistaken. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors or what other." Well, no, everybody's only going on what you've already put out there. No, we don't know, but you
Right.
you said enough. We saw
Yeah.
you arguing about Sally not selling the home and your 101 reasons why you should rent out this house. You know.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, like, I don't know. I just don't get her sometimes.
And someone said, dang, I missed you. Your hair is growing. Let me get back to your video. Thank you, love. I started back on biotin for my skin, but it's helping my hair as well.
Whatever.
Isn't she going to be
So,
taking chemo soon?
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
supposed to be going back on chemo soon. I'm not sure if she mentioned when her next appointment is.
No, she really
Well,
hasn't said
well,
anything.
she still has to do some doctor's appointment before
Yeah.
she can do that.
Well, aren't they going to have to do her markers over? She's going to have to get scans and blood work done. I mean, there's a lot into it. You just don't start the pill back again. They have
No,
to
they
see.
definitely have to check scans. They have to
Yeah.
compare. They have to see. They have to come up with a plan together. The doctors combined,
Hmm.
her quarterback, so to say.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to it, and she makes it seem like there's really not that much to it. That she could stop it when she wants. She stopped it to go to Las Vegas. She stopped it to go on her cruise.
Mm.
Kiss my.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
That's not how it works.
Oh, that's
No,
sad,
it's not.
Tracy. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. I don't know. This is just a game for them. They tell us so much and then turn around and go, well, you don't know everything. I don't know how we don't know everything because you pretty much put it all
Tracy,
out
I'm
there.
sorry.
You know? Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, it's when you hear this all,
Mm
I'm more and more convinced that this is all a joke. Okay,
hmm. Mm hmm.
it's a sad joke, but it's a joke.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they could do whatever they want to do. I hope that they do move for Jim's sake because this is his dream. I mean, you want his dreams to come true. Not the person that has the stage 4 cancer, but the person that doesn't have the stage 4 cancer. Make their dreams come true.
I
All
don't
this could
care.
be resolved if they just wait and to see what happens with Jerry Ann.
I mean, when you're an adult, you have many dreams, and then you wake up,
Yeah.
and then it's not gonna
Right?
I'm sorry, but you know what? The dreams don't come always true. So he needs to grow up. So if it
Yeah.
doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. So what? What do you want to do? You know?
Hmm.
I mean, he has to grow up. That's basically it. The man baby he is, like you said, Pam. The man
Yep.
baby he has to grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He is. He's like a child. He's like he'll kick and scream until he gets everything that he wants, like a little kid in the store.
Yeah.
I mean, don't think about your wife, who you could really be doing so much more damage to her just by the stress alone. Like, let's say she does have this stage 4 cancer. She's not getting treatment. She's stressed out. She's eating ice cream, like her whole entire body could be dysfunctioned by now just
Right.
because of everything that she's going through with this move. I
Yeah.
mean, that's stressful. I would not be doing that to somebody that's this sick, you know?
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't
but I mean, look, he doesn't care about her. She doesn't care about him. They don't
know.
care about Sally.
Hmm.
You know,
And
what the hell? You know?
yeah. And Jacqueline and I were saying about her pain on her bones and how many
Yeah.
tumors she has. Why has she never once been to the hospital? Ever.
Mm.
Yeah.
Never. I mean, not once for pain or for fevers, throwing up. I mean, diarrhea. It's all stuff that really cancer patients, um, cancer patients go through, and she's never done that. You and
And,
those stupid.
and
For
you know what?
Christmas, you're getting jeggings from
I
everybody.
know
I'm
I want to
opening a
send you
PO
some.
box, and you're going to get jeggings. That's what they're all
Yeah.
giving you.
Yeah.
Everybody gets Stefano Jeggins.
Yeah. Do
No,
military
but but camouflage ones.
camouflage. I
No,
won't be able to see you.
but you know what? They don't care about each other. At the end, I'm thinking sometimes, why do we even care? We just care
We
because
don't.
we invested in it. That's it. We're invested in this
Yeah.
because we were watching him for a long time, right?
I
Jimmy,
mean, yeah.
Jimmy, if you're out there, please look at Stefano. Sorry if I say it wrong.
No, Stefano's fine.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't you come here and address him? Or why don't you at least address him in a live and say hello to him or something?
He
Because,
doesn't address man. He
well,
doesn't
he can
address man
always talk about women and talk to women and talk that, but he doesn't address a man.
because
Mm-mm.
he doesn't have the balls to talk to a man.
That
That's how it
counts.
is.
Yeah.
He has
All right.
Yeah.
he can talk to a woman. He can try to put a woman down, but God forbid a man comes up in his face, that he will run away, right?
Oh,
He's
Stefano.
Well, why can't I say? I could say it too about your
Yeah.
upcoming video. Is that your Timu, his and hers?
Yeah. Oh
I'm
no.
looking for. Oh no.
No. I think
Oh.
Jacqueline and Stefano have something coming up together.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Tell me to shut up. I
Nope,
apologize.
Yeah,
that's
shut
okay.
up.
Shut
All
up.
right, I will. I'll shut up. My gosh. I
Yeah, I
thought it was
think
about the Timu. I'm so excited to see it.
no.
You guys got his and hers.
We might do it. I don't know if we're gonna ever get around to
Wait a
this
minute.
stuff.
You would be not excited to see or to hear something when we do something together? Huh?
Well, no, I will be, but I was excited to see Pam's Timu haul.
Well, yeah.
Gosh.
I got some cool shoes and they're not pointy.
Oh, by the way, there is a big sale going on right now at Michael's. I'm just saying, I was there today shopping. Great
Oh,
stuff.
you know how much I spent at Hobby Lobby?
Oh
Only
God.
$18.
Ooh,
Yep.
50% off, wasn't it?
Well, I didn't get a lot. Stefano was with me.
You mean
So what's that?
officially? Yeah, I get it.
JHP, let's hear about the upcoming video. Don't leave Stefano hanging here in the cold.
Here, come here.
No, you mean you the nosy one. No,
I'm nosy. I'm just responding to him.
Stefano and I and
Uh-oh.
Pam will
You want me
join.
to shut up too?
I will talk how a real man sees Jim, what he thinks about a man like Jim. In quotation, man like Jim. I want to go with him through certain things, and I want to have his opinion in this. And yeah, my husband refused, so
Yeah,
I
I
give him
told
props for
Stefano.
this. Stefano, I give you props for this. Definitely
Yeah.
props for this one. That is really brave that you do this.
Oh, he's gonna have his Dragons and Mountain Dew. Oh, for Lord's sake.
Dragons and Mountain Dew, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I just want to say something real quick before we end this.
Yeah.
Guys, keep your eyes open tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow we're supposed to have like not a so good day tomorrow,
Yes.
right? We are supposed to get, or we are in danger of getting attacked. So be aware.
Let's keep prayers
And
out for the bigger cities like
New York.
Philadelphia, Chicago, New York. You know, just pray for those people.
pray for these people, and especially for the people who are defending us, okay? So
Jacqueline, before we end the live, do you want to tell the chat how to see the live chat if they missed the live?
yes. And that is because of Miss Dylan. So Dylan, you know what? I'm going to make a video, and I want
She's
that.
savage. Dylan's savage.
Yeah.
Dylan is a beast. Dylan
Yeah.
knows it all. If
Yeah.
not, Dylan will find out, guys. Dylan found out for you guys how to see the live chat when the chat is not anymore visible for you. And I will make a video and I will talk with Dylan. And then you guys can follow the live chat again for any kind of live. How's that?
Okay, cool. I'll be waiting for that video because I want to
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
I
She-
hate missing what
Dylan
they
is-
say.
Dylan is freaking savage.
Yep. I've told her, I've
Savage.
invited her on more than once, even way back when. She never joins me. She thinks that people would judge her because of her voice. Her voice is fine. She is great. Girl, you need to just have a
Dylan, you need to have your own channel, ma'am. Okay, you need to do it, and it's like I said, you are a fountain of wisdom. You can do it. You can do it.
Good night, Betty Boo. Thank you for all your comments. They were great. I love
They were great.
Yeah. And again, guys, we're not going anywhere, and just be careful tomorrow. Okay.
Well, she said Betty Boo's going because it's 4 a.m. there. Good night.
Because
Good night. It's 4 a.m. where she is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's overseas, right? She's overseas. But you guys it's going to be all over the world, so be careful.
Just
Keep
be
your
careful.
eyes open. Just don't. No, nothing is anymore like it was. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Right.
And we're not going anywhere. Guess what?
No, we're not.
Nah, we're not.
No.
As a matter of fact, I have a feeling like Pam and I may be watching later some new stuff.
Maybe. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, we got to get our notes and stuff.
Yes.
But I got to go eat my nachos, everyone, so I don't get in trouble.
Okay. Well, I do want to thank everybody who came and participated, Jacqueline and Pam.
Thank you.
and
Thank
all
you
our
very much.
wonderful mods. And Stefano, I look forward to seeing a picture of you and your jeggings. So and I would also request one for the nightgown.
Oh yeah.
And everybody else that comes here all the time, we enjoy you. We love to try to respond to you in the chat because
Mhm.
without you, sometimes we go the wrong way and you point it out and we're like, oh, wait, yeah, right. That could have been, we need you. This is something that they're scamming. They're
Mhm.
trying to get over on people. And we're going to continue to come. Like I said, I'll continue to come back and back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere,
Yeah,
guys.
we're not going anywhere. It's just that we want to do more videos than just one a week
Oh,
because the
yeah.
Simpsons don't
There
do that
is
many
more, you
videos.
guys. And again, thank you,
There's more train wrecks.
100,000. Yay,
There's
100,000.
Yeah.
train wrecks. There are. There's more train wrecks. So.
All right.
You guys have a good evening.
You too, you guys, and thank you for coming and stopping by. And guess what? This live ran smoothly. I've had no issues, so I guess it was my modem.
Oh, good. Now
Yeah,
you know
or
the
maybe it was
problem,
just
right?
you. Just say it how it is, okay?
Well,
It's
It,
fine.
it
it
definitely
was
was the
good the other
modem.
night. It was good the other night too when we were all watching it
Yeah, I
our video.
purchased it
Yeah.
last week, I think.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, all
Stefano
right,
already
guys.
he already ate. He already ate Sailor. He's
Okay,
super
now
happy.
Diane, let her eat, okay?
No,
Bye.
I can
Well,
go.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go eat too.
Good night,
Okay.
Yeah,
everyone.
me
Thank you
too.
so much.
Bye.
Don't forget the thumbs up for everybody. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that
Subscribe.
and follow all of us. Bye,
Yes, and you
guys.
guys have all our email address. Bye.
Yeah, good night.
Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. I need to breathe, get me up and out of the sheets, onto my feet. Another cup of coffee and me, that's what I need. My eyes puffy, I can't see. I'm too tired to function, but too lost to sleep. Ay, I think I need to be on something medication. I think I need to figure out the segregation. I think I needed just a better education to understand a world that's so complicated. Intoxicated, every night faded, just so I can sleep thinking that it's sated. I feel hated, I feel hatred. I'm lost deep in my mind that I've created. I have dreams where my life is devastated. Feel so real that I wake up shaking. Need thicker skin cause this life is no haven. Nod your head if you get what I'm saying. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. I don't really think I understand this world now. Got my head spinning round in a circle. Everybody lacks what they need internal, so they compensate with everything external. Not trying to throw shade, no way. I'm just trying to find the meaning of life, hey. There's happiness if you try to live the right way. Forget about what others have and live your life, hey. Be aware of who you are, what you're good at. Take a step forward, see where your foot's at. Stand tall, stand proud, talk loud. Every word out your mouth has purpose now. You just gotta get rid of the bad thoughts. Hating others cause you know that they gotta lie. Forget that though, you got plenty, you're alive in this life. You got time, go get it. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. Oh, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. Oh,